All right, so let's get to some actual fun music. This is not the fun music, but I want to hear it anyway. I won't be able to hear it. It's okay. Pirate music. Cool. All right. So, as you all are walking down the beach, I'll do a quick session recap because it's been a couple weeks. Um, you all met with the Circle of Five, Council of Five, Council of Five, and they basically were like, "Hey, we understand you got problems, but can you help us out in the bay? We believe X, Y, and Z might be going on. X, Y, and Z being something happening with the bay turning random orange coloration and um, being quite of concern to the druids themselves. Nimloth revealed that there's this plague that's affecting the land too, and like it's serious. And after conversing with the group and like getting the okay, he came out with showing the council the scar that he had. Long story short, um, the council decided to investigate that as well while you all are helping out with Fire Drake Bay. And Timor Landshifter uh, kind of suggested that you should go and attempt to parlay or talk with the fire drakes in the Starspire Mountains on the southern edge of the bay and see what they know because the coloration of the lake is eerily similar to the coloration of their spawning pools. Um, you got your things, got your magical items, equipments, potions of water breathing, things that you thought might be necessary to do this venture and this trip. And then began to set off. Now, once again, accompanied by Cassidy Trickfinger. And you have your motorized cart. You've been traveling for about the better part of the day or so, and you all cut alongside the coastline toward the bay, not deeper into the mountains, but more along the coastline and edgeline, and continue down there for a good bit of time. Where we left the party was traveling through the coastline and give me one second. Sorry, the traveling through the coastline. Um, a random bit of good perception kind of gave you the upper hand on seeing these massive crustacean-like creatures kind of climbing out of the water, one in front of you and one off to the side of you. Both very curiously covered in different assortments and bits of metal, kind of like as a carapace, and very concerning, uh, clamping their mandibles quite aggressively towards you all. And everybody's still in the cart and kind of gathered together as far as I'm aware. That would be there, and if you all in the cart, that would be there. Just gonna do that for my map's sake. I need a music, because fun music. Where's that fun music?
Music is
As
great.
a point of fact, if you've already set up a map with the cart, no worries. But I think we had left the cart behind a
You
little bit.
did leave the cart.
Correct.
That's right. I
Yeah,
forget.
Yeah, we
You
left
did
the
leave the
cart
cart because you
behind and
went on
started
foot.
walking down the beach. Yeah.
Nope, thank you. That's why those tokens were separate over there. That makes sense. I knew I did things for a reason last week. God, I'm smart.
You know.
So smart. Cool. All right. You're absolutely right. Absolutely. Thank you.
No worries.
Retcon that. You've been walking down the beach, keeping eyes out enough to spot these two creatures kind of coming up out of the water and towards you all, aggressively so. Let me describe the scene for you all a little bit, and I will put you on a map. Boom. And you all are on a map. You all can't see yourselves on a map, but there you are.
Sick.
And around you, you see these sharp rocks kind of like jutting up further into the sand and up towards the crag face of the volcano range that's kind of above you. Um, Lots of like different shape and rocks are kind of like strewn along the beach and in this like just general coastline area. Some of them are actually in the water, and the rock formations kind of like build up around you and over you. And these are massively tall. Like some of them are 20 feet high, some are 5 foot tall, some only 2 foot. They range and vary. But you do see these two scrappers coming towards you all. And I need everybody to roll me an initiative as soon as I get a turn order mapper up. There we go.
Fine.
Are we recording?
Why
Hell yeah.
did you roll that 10 off
Or
my
did we
dice?
roll it last week? There's no way we rolled it last week,
We
right?
didn't roll it last
No,
week.
we
No,
did
we
not.
did
We did
not.
not.
Okay, call them out to me because I'll get duplicates on the tracker now for no wild ass reason.
Huh.
I hate this tracker. So never mind. 22 is. Alright, let me sort this and then delete.
Rolling on table. I don't want to roll on table.
What do I do? Oh my god. Remove all turns. Remove all turns. Clear. Get away. Get away, you. Okay. Alright, fine. I didn't want to do it like this because.
Now manually add them. Yep.
Yes, I know. I know. Thank you.
I think the only time I've ever done it correctly.
It's only worked like once
Right.
properly. It's none of y'all's fault. It's totally me and this and me acting like I'm more prepared than I am. That being said, Nimloth, I need to roll for Nimloth real quick because character not here, but character here.
Kate, I'm
Um,
assuming you have higher decks than me.
18
Yeah.
plus 4.
Okay.
I need to roll for Trick Finger.
Oh, snap.
Oh no, dice. Don't fail me now.
So we just get Trickfinger killed and then just not pay her.
I mean, you could, in theory.
Oh,
That could work.
Sorry. That's
Um,
I guess that's an intrusive thought, you know.
Proper Dog, you haven't wanted to pay attention to me all day. Now you hear me talking with people, and now you're like, oh, love me, love me. It's like, no, you don't get loves.
Uh-oh.
ruh-roh.
I mean, you
Wow.
do, but. Jesus. Cool, okay.
He's asleep at the wheel.
Pretty much. Kind of tricks. Cool. Oh my gosh. Proper Dog, you
kill
stink.
animal.
I love you, but you stink. You gotta go, Proper Dog. Go. Go on. Go. Go, go. You need a bath. Cool. Wonderful stuff. Does everybody have combat music? 'Cause I can't.
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, so seeing all this happen and these creatures kind of like clawing their way out of the ground or out of the water. Excuse me. Words today. Yeah. I've shown you the picture of it, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. So these things kind of like clawing their way out of the water towards you all. Cade, you would be up front and with Magnu and Cyrus seeing this thing probably about 20 odd, 30 odd feet away from you, directly in front of you, as it like clanks up the side of the beach towards your party. What would you like to do?
Does he look pissed?
They look hungry. It doesn't look like. It's hard to tell if this thing looks angry or not. I mean, you see it like kind of like clamping, click, 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 click on the mandibles, and its antennae are kind of like focused towards your direction.
So if I hold my action, that's also holding my owl's stuff. Is that right?
Mm. Yeah, I'll say that. That makes sense.
Okay, I'm gonna hold, and I have to say what my action's gonna be. Is that right? To hold.
You have to declare an action that you are holding for. It can be specific or vague, but it needs to be a declared action that will happen.
And then does that become my
You're-
reaction or no?
No,
It does not.
It-
Okay.
then goes to doing that action whenever the trigger happens.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna. I don't really want to be first in this battle, and so I'm gonna hold my action to.
I mean, yeah, you can
I'm
match
gonna ready myself
your.
to attack, and my owl's gonna help me with that. But I want to see if they attack first, or I'm gonna wait for one of my party to attack before I do anything. So
I
I'm just
understand.
kind of
Now you
preparing
can,
myself right now.
in theory, if you just wanted to do it for a turn, you can do that for a turn and just like hold until something like somebody else gets attacked or attacks. I would say that's a fine trigger. You also have the option to drop your initiative order to match somebody else's in your party if you wanted to go at the same time as them, or after them, or something like that. You have that option.
I gotcha.
But
Okay.
it would move to that initiative order for the rest of the combat.
Yeah,
So
in
like
that
if you
case,
were to
can I
like
just
match up
go?
with
I want
Magnu,
to
you
go
would drop to 16.
after. Oh shit! Adhana's on the other edge of us. Everyone else who's near me in initiative. Okay, let me move myself after Magnu.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna move you into, because if you move, I'll say if you move your entire initiative down, you would get your whole turn. If you want to
Okay,
do it just
yeah,
for
let's
this
do
turn,
that.
you would only get the action that you're holding. Okay, cool. All right, so I will move you in initiative order, and you'll slide down there. Cool. Adana, what are you doing?
Okay, I
You
thought
hear
I had
this
longer than that. Cool.
crickety clacking from a distance, and
And-
you hear Trickfinger shout out, "What the fuck is that?"
And actually, it is within my blind sight range because my blind sight range is now 20 feet, not 10 feet.
Let me just make sure the measurements on this map. But yes, I believe you are right. I don't think that token is set right.
This is a
Grid
5 foot
squares are
square.
5 feet. Yes, they are. So let me adjust that radius for you.
It's only because this is the first time we've been in combat since
Yep,
my
that's it.
adjustment.
There you go. Boom. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
can sense this creature right near this like set of rocks that's kind of on the other side where the water's at. And you can sense it's just kind of like climbed up onto the sand itself. You hear this clicking and chattering.
Oh. We killing? We killing?
Yeah, it looks aggressive.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna run up to it and slash. Stab. Stab, stab.
Absolutely.
Also, I have dice in my hand. That is a 20 to hit, not natural.
20 definitely hits. 30, 20 hits for sure.
That is 3 points of damage.
Nice.
Because I rolled a 1 on the damage dice. Yay. Short bonus action, stab.
Nice.
And that's only going to be an 11.
Cool. So you stab through the first time, you manage to like cut into part of the mandible, and you draw blood, or ichor or whatever ends up coming out of this thing. Some liquid like kind of sets itself onto your blade. You turn around, swing again, and you just clank off of this heavy-sounding metal.
Armored.
Real quick,
Cool.
sorry, I have 7 temporary hit points. Is that accurate or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You all should, because you all left
Oh.
the hero's feast from the morning in the tavern as you had been doing from the Oak Father's Boon.
Cool.
Good catch. Thank you. A note from
Yep.
3 sessions ago that was actually 1 session ago. Cool.
That's me.
That's you? Got you. Boom. Okay, so this is this guy. Cool. Magnu, Cade, Cyrus, you see this one that's in front of you. Its antenna just like fling towards you, and it just charges straight up towards Magnu. No hesitation. Cool. Oh yeah, no. Oh, that's rude. Oh, that's so rude. I didn't realize it could do that. That's kind of nuts. Cool. All right, scrappers, fun time. These claws are coming out towards you. Big bad pincers, like huge lobster clowns. That is a claw. 10.
Miss.
And it is going to multi-attack with its other claw. Is that a 20? Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
Cool.
Okay.
So you are going to take 12 slashing damage.
Uh-huh.
As this thing just reaches out with its mandible and like clips you. It doesn't pincer you, but it just like gashes you, and it's just like this sharp crustacean type claw. That is going to be the end of its turn.
Okay,
We
so
are
that's the end
down
of its
to-
turn?
Yeah, that's the end of the
Magnu like takes the hit and looks back, and I use my reaction to use my stone rune.
Okay.
And
What is your stone rune?
I'm trying to like display it. 1 second. Don't roll. Okay. Again. So essentially, it has to make a Wisdom saving check. DC 13.
Wisdom save.
yeah. Unless the creature succeeds, it is charmed.
Oh shit!
So let's read through this whole thing. It's charmed for 1 minute. While charmed in this way, the creature has a speed of 0 and is incapacitated, descending into a dreamy slumber. So it's falling asleep, essentially.
Mhm.
The creature repeats the saving throw at the end of its turn. At the end of its turn, ending the effects on success. I can't talk today. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
Take your time.
Yeah, so I can't do it again until another long rest. So basically, it's just incapacitated right now.
So it's incapacitated for how long, and does it get saves on its turns, or is it
A
just
minute, and it gets saves on its turn.
1 minute? Turn
At
is
the
there.
end of each of its turns, it gets to attempt to save.
Got it. I see that.
Correct.
Thank you. Sorry, I didn't see it in the chat thing.
And so because it's
420s lagging behind.
incapacitated, I believe it's automatic critical or automatic advantage.
Incapacitated is a stat. I believe you're right. Let me just check. Conditions. Incapacitated creature can't take
Yeah,
actions or reactions.
Okay, so no, that's not. Cool. Yeah, it's stuck.
Right. While traveling this way is incapacitated and has speed 0. Cool. So it can't move, can't do things. Got it. Okay. Boom. It kind of like claws out at you, and then the stone room just activates, and just like you see it almost like freeze in place. That is Warren's turn.
All right. I use almost all of my movement. This here is this all flat ground? Like straight?
That is coastline going straight into water. So like, this right here and beyond is like you're in the water. Like the splash is coming onto the beach side.
Okay, so
Since
my
it
feet are
just come
getting,
off of the surf. Yeah,
like,
your
they're
feet
getting
are wet.
wet. Okay, that's fine.
Probably about up to shin high for you right now.
Shield down. I don't have it up, so I've got both my fists. And punch.
Absolutely, go for it. 25 is gonna hit for sure.
That's 11 thunder damage.
Okay.
Swinging with the other gauntlet.
Is
Full.
that
That's
technically
22.
Yeah. Are you flanking? Oh, yeah, you are.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so 11 and 2. Got it. Thank you. 13 thunder damage. Oh, no, not that way.
And then I'll have Tickles. I'll have him fly up this corner.
Perfect.
Just hang out.
Familiar is my page. Cool. Flying up, hanging out. Having a bliggity blast. Cool. That is Warren's whole turn.
Mhm.
We're down to Magnu and Cade.
Yeah. So this thing in front of me is incapacitated now, and it already swung and hit me pretty hard. So Magnu's gonna walk up and take a nice swing at it.
Absolutely. Swing.
20
20 is gonna hit.
or 6. Yeah, and that's all Magnu's gonna do. He's gonna stay right there.
Popping into it, you hit it, and you just like hit into the claw that kind of like reached out and scratched you. You just like chop into it. Does a good bit of damage. And then Cade, it is your turn.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna slide over here
Thank you.
and so this is flanking, so I automatically have advantage. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
You have an ally within 5 feet of the enemy, so you automatically have advantage. But this is also flanking, so you would also have advantage.
Remembering how to do this. Sorry.
You're good.
So I don't click the sneak attack, right? I click just the short sword and it automatically does it. I don't remember.
Yes.
Yes. There you go. Very nice. Hell yeah. So 11 points of piercing damage. Straight up. Boom, boom, boom. Because that 22 definitely hits. Oh my gosh. I can't do things. Minus 11. Hell yeah. Cool. Yeah, and you just like slide
Oh wait,
behind.
I clicked the bonus action one. Does that matter?
It doesn't.
Sorry,
That would only affect your actual roll number, which was already high enough to hit anyway.
Okay.
Because your bonus action attack doesn't get proficiency to it most times, I don't
And
think. Anyway, that's
Does
not
it get
Right.
advantage?
It does. It affects
it,
the
it,
damage.
it affected right on roll 20 because you see the two numbers are roll 22 and 11. That's the advantage.
No,
roll.
I'm saying as I take my bonus action now, which is now my
Oh, yes.
offhand, basically.
Yes,
that's
your
also
bonus.
at advantage.
It also gets advantage. I'm sorry. Yes.
It just doesn't get sneak attack, right?
Right.
Right. So the 11. Interestingly, you stab the first time and you just like find your way in between all these little shales and bits of armor, and you slink into it and you pull the blade back and there's an ichor on it, and then you swing through again and you go to poke the exact same hole one more time and it just like sheens over with another piece of metal that's kind of like slid to protect that wound, and your blade clinks off of it the second time.
Cool.
What else would you like to do on your turn?
I think that's it, right?
Alright.
Took an action, took a bonus action.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you move. Yep.
I'll share
Okay,
it.
cool. You can move away because it can't take reactions. It's charmed in this way. So
Yeah,
it's
he's
up to you.
incapacitated anyway.
But he's
I'm just making
incapacitated, so
sure,
it's
yeah.
kind of moot point on that. But it's up to you. Technically, you could. Just like to make sure you're aware. Boom. Cool. All right. So that's Kate's turn. Cyrus, we got you.
Is this a flat rock right here, or is it
That is a 15-foot high rock. That's kind of obscuring where you all were walking in the first place.
is
you
it
down-
a got like a short end, kind of like
Yeah, it's got like a short end that probably goes to about, at its lowest, probably about 5 feet.
so I could scramble up onto it and
Yeah, absolutely.
have advantage over the
Sure.
field?
I would say it would take 5 feet of your movement to go up the rock itself before you started moving on it. But yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
I
well
mean,
I'd like
it
to
wouldn't harm you to get to move up there. Absolutely. Boom, boom, and boom. Cool. So you are up on this rock, looking down at your friends around this crustacean.
okay, I'll go ahead and I'm gonna bonus action hex on
Hell yeah.
this guy.
Oh, that guy. Oh, right. I was about to put the marker on the wrong guy. Done. He's hexed.
And then I'm going to, since this one's contained, I'm going to fire off a Eldritch Blast at the guy in the corner, and I am rolling on the desk here.
Okay. The same one you hexed.
Yes, and I
Gotcha.
rolled a 3, so I don't hit.
Oh no.
Right.
As you just Eldritch Blast off, you see it shoot into the carapace on the back of this creature. Like you direct target hit it, and it just like fades off of the metal on its back. Cool. Anything else on your turn, my guy?
Nope, that's it for now.
All right, cool. Now we get to the fun part. It's this guy's turn.
So basically, he
Yes.
gets a saving throw, and that's it. Because it's at the end of his
No,
turn.
it's this guy's turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah.
Other guy's first initiative order coming back around or
Yeah, you're
close
right.
to it. Yeah, he's up top.
This guy does have disadvantage on anyone except
On anyone except.
except specs.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
Part of my
I'm
thunder.
I'm gonna say my hex is on strength for him, so
Okay.
if there's any strength checks.
Yeah, let me mark that down real quick. I just want to make sure. Strength hex. Dis on any but one, just so I don't forget, because I will forget, and we're not going to do that. It's got a big name tag now that I can see. I don't know if you can see it, but that's fine. Cool. So I need... Etana and Warren and God, what's the
Tickles.
no,
Pickles.
Pickle? Yeah,
Cool.
Tickles. I need all 3 of you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh shit.
Tickles is
Well.
up in the air.
Yes, he needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay,
He's 5
all right.
feet from the creature.
Don't
Right.
hurt the tickles.
All right.
Hey, you brought a construct to a knife
I
fight,
sure did.
okay?
Sure did. All right. Strength saving throw. That's
Probably much
mine.
worse than me. I rolled a 6.
Oh no. Cool. Do, 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 do.
Ooh. Will be bad.
So yeah.
Okay, and what did Tickles roll?
4.
4. Cool. So you watch as this creature just kind of like lets out this like vibration in its shell, and Adana, your weaponry is blades, yes?
Yes.
How many blades do you have? Just the one?
2.
2. You see both of them kind of leave your hands as if being pulled by something out of your
My
control.
blind sight is reduced to 10 feet.
Reduced to 10 feet. You're still attuned to the weapon, technically. It's just been, like, sucked from
Well,
you.
I don't have the weapon as well. I realized just now.
It's not in your hand.
That makes sense.
Oh, no,
Uh,
it's not even on my character sheet.
Oh, because we didn't make the thing with the blind.
No.
sight. Okay. Oh, no.
It's fine.
We're going to say mechanically you still have the 20
Okay.
blind sight. It's just an effect that happens. All of your metal that is on you, if you have metal armor on, are you metal or leather?
I'm metal. I think I am now. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, cool. So then your blade doesn't really leave your hand. You and both of your blades and your armor just kind of get sucked to this creature and stick to part of the outside of the shell as this magnetic force has kind of pulled you and your blades in
I
and
need
like
to
slammed
take
you up
my
against it.
plate metal off.
Tickles also flies to this creature and gets stuck like near the head, just unable to move, and being pulled in by this thing.
Mhm.
A stuck item can't be used. A creature can take its action to remove one creature or object from.
Is it just the
Scrapper.
metal I'm holding?
Um,
Or all my other weapons as well?
Sorry. Let me just display this actually, because I don't want
So it's
to.
metal items won or carried. Shit.
Right, stick to the scrapper shell. A
So I have
creature that is made of
no-
metal or wearing metal armor fails save throws. Stuck to the shell or restrained. If the item is a weapon, or the wielder can't or won't go with the weapon, the wielder is adhered to the shell and is restrained.
So I'm stuck to the shell because I'm metal armor.
Yes, you now have the restrained condition as well as Tickles.
Shit.
Actions can be used by people that are not stuck to the shell to pull you off.
Okay.
And I'll say that just to make this a little more mechanically fair, you can try to pull yourself off with a strength check on your turn.
Why did I take my blinded off? Where's blinded go? Where's blinded?
It's still there. Cool. That is its magnetic shell. And then, sensing that it's got 2 of its threats contained, it's going to turn around to Warren and begin attacking at you. Interesting. It's going to make 2 claw attacks.
Alright.
Sorry, it's got such a fancy character sheet. I have to like read everything. 24
Yeah, that hits.
and 17.
That hits as well.
Cool. Boom. So that is 14 points and 9 points of slashing damage. These massive men will just like clink into your armor and begin to squeeze and restrain and kind of like gash at it and pull back. That is going to be its turn.
Okay.
Now we are on to Trickfinger, who is going to pull out a pistol and just start shooting at this damn thing. I don't know if that's going to work, but we're going to try, and we're going to see about Trickfinger doing things.
Guns.
Not gonna hit. That sucks. Second shot. Cool. So Trickfinger pulls his pistol out and like aims and shoots, and both bullets just like stick to the actual shell of it. Awesome. Cool. And then Nimloth is going to be providing support. He is going to run up and try to I don't believe Nimloth has any. Oh, it didn't start his turn there, so it's fine. Okay, cool. He's going to attempt to pull Ethana off of this thing with a strength check. Oh, that's cool. That's not gonna happen. As you just see Nimloth like trying to wrench you from this thing, but he's unable to do so. Um, Interesting. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Let's do the thing. He's going to try and thorn whip the creature thing.
Don't roll a 1.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
there
look at you!
Hey!
Look at you rolling
Hey,
thorn
bro.
whips and hopping in
Showing
chat.
up right at the right time. Isn't that some shit?
Wait, what happened?
It's your go.
You just rolled a
There you go.
natural 20.
Dirty 20
What?
Dirty 20.
No,
Dirty
dirty 20.
Sorry.
for a
God
3
damn.
piercing to the scrapper guy. And thorn whip, I believe, pulls, doesn't it?
No.
Sorry,
See.
oh no, I didn't mean to roll that again. Cool. Oh no, this could all be bad. Yeah, just kind of like pulls both of you. It doesn't really pull y'all anywhere because he's already trying to pull that down off and it's close, but still. What did I do? I just messed everything up. I just messed it all up.
You've broken it all.
There we
What
go.
have you
Thanks.
done?
Cool. Sorry. Yeah, I apologize. So Nimloth, unless you want to retcon what I just did for your turn, which I guess we can because we're still on your turn. It's up to you.
What was
Current
the
situation. You have these magnetic attracting
Lobsters.
crustaceans that, basically lobsters that have stuck Ethana and Tickles to its carapace, and I had said that you were trying to pull Ethana off unsuccessfully and then thorn whipped. But if you want to change what you do, you're more than welcome to. I will retcon
Now
all
we'll
of
just
them
keep
if
what
you
we.
wish.
We'll just keep that just for continuing.
Sorry.
These things.
You came in like right as your turn just finished happening.
No,
Oh,
no,
shit.
it's all good.
It's happened.
I actually might have to like step away for a couple minutes
no?
here and there.
Okay,
So,
that's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll take
and my
the fire
internet might
damage
also
because we
die
took it,
out
so.
at any second. Just so you're
Oh
aware.
no, that would be very bad. Cool.
Yeah.
So that's that. We are off Nimloth. We are back to Ethana at the top of the round.
Yeah, I can't do shit. I've just got to try and pull myself off.
Well, what is the condition? It's incapacitated?
Restrained.
Restrained.
So restrained. Restrained creature speed becomes
You can't
0. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Yeah, that's something you need to get out
Creature
of.
has
Yep.
disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Yep. I think this is a strength save. Or a strength check.
Yeah,
Whichever's higher.
but even if I get myself off, I can't really do shit. Okay. Does that give me? No, that's just that. Okay. I'm gonna have to try to pull myself off then, I guess.
Cool.
Which
Right,
does it say it's an action?
It does not say it's an action. It doesn't say it's anything. I'm just going to say it's a free action.
A creature can take its action to remove one creature or
interesting.
object.
But that's another creature that's not on it. I'll say if you're stuck to it, that's just would be movement basically.
Okay. Okay. Let's try and get myself off then.
Because I think
That's
those
gonna be a
rules are
no.
like-
That's
Oh,
gonna
no.
be a 10.
Okay.
I can't really.
Movements are-
Can I try to punch it?
Sure.
I don't
Absolutely.
have weapons. They're all stuck to it.
That's true. Make an unarmed attack.
Okay.
Absolutely. Punch it in the eye.
That's a 13.
13 is not gonna do it. As you punch into it, you just cling your fist on this hard like metal.
Oh.
Oh, bitch, that hurt. All right. Might need to try something else, but you can always punch it again or try to if you think that might be helpful.
About all I can do. Yeah, that's it.
What did
That's
you
all I
get
can
to do?
do.
Okay. That one is charmed, incapacitated. And at the end of its turn, it can make a save, right?
Yeah, it's end of a turn
So
to make a
it
save.
can't
Yep.
do anything. What is the save?
Wisdom.
Wisdom save. Because magnetic shell would only happen if it were consciously able to do something. Come on. No, he is still charmed and frozen in this spot. You see its body just kind of like try and tick and move, and the antenna try and like wiggle, but they just like stiffen up and just nothing. Cool. That's the end of its turn. Way to take away my great creature, guys. You're the best. Warren, it's your turn.
Hey,
I don't blame you. I just.
I'm just
It's a
prepared.
great strategy. I love it. No, coming prepared is the way to do because these things are not fucking around.
Yeah, Warren smears some of the blood spilling around his armor, and hefts his shield up, so his AC goes up by 2.
Okay.
He's going to take 1 punch.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Cool. That hits. Absolutely.
Sweet. It's 9 thunder damage.
9 thunder.
And then he's going to plant one of his feet. You'll see little spikes launch out of his boot, clamp into the ground, and he is going to use a bonus action and use his telekinesis to shove Adana. She can choose to willingly fail the save on the shove.
Yes.
All right.
Interesting. Okay.
And it will shove Adana 5 feet away from him, which will give her that 5-foot distance. Her, the short lines grab.
Okay. That's just the thing you can do rather than like anything contested, right?
That is it's a telekinesis thing. If I were to do it against,
Right, you're casting it at her so she
rapper,
can fail. And
it would be a
right.
15. Yeah.
But since you're casting it at her, I'm just gonna say it pushes her off 5 feet.
Yep.
Adana, you're like stuck to this thing, and then you just feel like something almost like ripping you, like tearing you off of the actual like carapace itself. Let me see something. D20 roll, because I want to see if bullshit happens. Cool. You keep a grip onto your blade, and like all of you just flies off of this creature and lands on the ground. So I will say you are here. I'm going to say it knocked you prone, but you are now no longer restrained.
Okay.
So, cool. You have your weapon. You are unattached. Warren, what else are you doing?
That's action, bonus action, and movement. That's all.
All right, cool. That is the end of your turn. Magnu.
Yeah,
You're up.
Magnu, realizing the chaos across the beach, decides that this has to end now. So you're gonna see him kind of like look back, look forward, and like jump on top of this creature. Good. You want me to do any checks for that, or?
I mean, it can't move.
Okay. And then
I'm sure there's some way that Magnu can nimbly up onto its back without.
Magnu's gonna go big
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
take a swing at this guy. Let's do it.
Are you enlarging?
I'm enlarging, yeah. So big Magnu on top of this lobster now.
Giant kobold Magnu just.
Yeah.
And you see this thing, like, while it's frozen in place, it almost kind of like buckles under the weight a little bit. Because again, it can't move.
22 to hit.
22 definitely hits. 12 slashing.
Plus a d6. 16 slash. 16.
Cool. 16 slashing. You just take the bone striker and swing deep into this thing. It manages to find a crevice in between the 2 sets of plate shields that you see, and these are like tower shields, fully made of plate metal. Just like grind in between the 2 of those, and you pull it back out. As you pull it back out, you see just like this spurt of this like greenish liquid.
I'm gonna action surge and go again.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. That definitely hits.
9 plus
Cool.
6.
And noticing the folly of stabbing the same place twice, you kind of like pick a new target and swing into that area as well. In between now, this time, what appears to be like a rapier of some sort, and very like round guardian shield, and you just make another purchase. Straight into it. That's 13 slash.
Plus 5.
Plus 5, so that's 18 slash. Jesus. Big Magnum ain't playing around. Okay.
Mm.
Anything else?
That is everything on my turn.
Cool. Back to Cade. You see this creature kind of like buckling under Magnu's weight as you are behind it and below it just slightly. What would you like to do? Cade.
That.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. There we go.
Are you muted, Cade?
We're
Yeah,
not
if
getting
you're
it on yet.
speaking, we
Yeah, I
can't
can
hear
Yeah, I
you.
am.
Okay.
There you
Oh, sorry. Okay, cool. That works. Okay, boom. Definitely hits. 14 points of damage. Nice. Cool.
And
you
how's he
stab-
looking?
Pretty rough as you kind of like take the blade and shove it with both hands just straight up into his chest and the underbelly. You find a place that's much separated from most of this metal that's glagged up on him. And you cut like a big gash out and you just see this green ichor kind of pitter out. And you see that legs on that side of the body just kind of like give in and buckle. It's still breathing. Seems like it's been hit a decent bit. I mean, it's bleeding from like 3 different holes. It doesn't look great. Jesus,
wow.
man. Okay,
MTC.
I'm just gonna say
MTC
wow,
real quick.
fuck. Yeah.
Give it back 5 health because that D6 is only once on a turn.
Give it back 5 health.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably still dead because
but
that just happened.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
double crits. Oh my god.
Oh my lord.
I dream of that happening. Like, ugh.
Jesus, that's odds. If it wasn't a computer program, I'd say it's bugged. Cool. So you stab through the first time, and then you're just like, you know what? F this, and you cut into it again, and you just open that gash up even more, and you just see this creature almost like throw Magnu off as it falls to the ground, not of its own will, and its limbs just kind of like crinkle and shift, and like falls in on itself. Whatever spell or charm seems to be over it is broken as the life leaves this creature's body.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so just to be sure though, that was my bonus attack, so there's no sneak attack on that, right?
Right.
So it's
the
only
fact that-
I mean, I got a 1 on that,
I'm aware.
and then that's doubled. Okay.
I'm aware.
I just want to make
more
sure,
so
like, as
flavoring
impressive
on
as
the
that
fact
looked,
that
that
you
was
got
terrible
2
fucking damage, right?
No,
Like,
it's terrible damage,
wanna
but
make
it's
sure I
more so the
understood,
fact that you got 2
yeah.
crits in a row. I'm not going to rob you of something ridiculous happening that was on low health anyway. And
Cool.
what's the issue to say, oh, it got plus 5 health, so it's still alive? Or, fuck it, you murdered this thing. You got angry with it.
Cool.
Sorry, if that breaks immersion, then it breaks immersion. But
No,
Good
I just
deal.
want to make sure
Great.
again, man.
When
I'm
did we
alright.
get double
Okay, so,
crits ever?
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
Yeah.
double crit. Like, the
Yeah.
odds of that are like 10,048 to 1.
2 damage to the brain is enough to kill it.
Yeah, pretty much. Hitting the right spot.
Yeah.
By an assassin who's found the underbelly of this thing, I'm saying.
Fuck yeah.
I'm going to say it, please. People end up wanting more gritty combat where, oh, they live with 2 health, and I'm happy to do that too, but I feel like that robs a double crit of being fucking sick sounding. Like, if I rolled that on the table, we're all taking shots. Come on now. Like, let's be honest here. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Here you go. I'm gonna move my full movement 25 feet over here, and then that's gonna do it.
Fuck yeah. So you cut through this thing, and it just like buckles and drops under Magnu's weight in your blaze, and you get out from under it, and you dash over towards where Warren is fighting this thing. You lost sight of Tickles over the back of it somewhere, and you see your other allies kind of on the beach near it. That's your turn. And Cyrus, we're up.
I will just pop off a shot with this guy.
Mhm.
Oh, fuck me. That's not gonna hit.
Cool.
I don't have anything else I can do, so
I don't know. I'm sorry. Do you want to move or do anything else, or stay where you are planning up
I'll
top?
just stay where I'm at.
Make a perception check for me.
15.
Cool. As you shoot off and miss, and you're just, God damn it, and you're looking around. You notice 3 kind of like triangular cone-shaped conch shells kind of like sitting up in the sand itself over here. Sorry. Ping thing. I'm going to draw a shitty thing because that's what we draw out of shitty things. What? How can I do that? I can't do that. That's rude. You see 3 basically triangle-like rocks sitting in a formation over here. And you notice one of them kind of like shakes and stirs a little bit.
Oh lord.
Actually, yeah, fuck it. Let's do that because you would see that from your elevated position that everybody else wouldn't have seen.
Son of
Oh.
a bitch. What
Oh.
is
I was gonna say it looks cute.
It looks cute, but
Yeah, no,
Son
it's
of a
probably
bitch.
not cute.
Scared
Probably
of
not
that.
cute.
Semi-turtley.
Yeah.
Am I
It doesn't
not
sound turtly.
turtly enough for the turtle club?
So you just see the conch shells themselves right now. One of them kind of wiggles, and you see it kind of raise up, and you just see like this orange face almost kind of pop out of it. Cyrus, you're the only one who actively sees this. Everybody else is focused on other shit. I'm going to show to everyone, just to show to everyone.
Bearmit
Okay, no longer
crab.
looks turtley. Bearmit? The fuck?
Holy fuck.
Fucking hell.
That is the end of your turn, unless you'd like to move after seeing these things.
This is a
Uh,
rock right here, correct?
Yes, that is a higher up rock.
And
You-
this circle is Donna, correct?
Yeah, that's my site.
Yep,
Okay,
circles
so-
up on the side.
So they're all on the other side of them. Magnu's over here with this one, and.
Yep.
Okay. I guess as the end of my turn, I would basically yell, "Everybody, group up and get up on the rocks.
Jesus.
Get out of the sand."
It's probably a smart idea. Cool. All right, so you shout out to everybody, "Get down up on the rocks!" And I'd say everybody hears you pretty easily. Nobody's really like, overly focused on what they're doing, except Magnus gleefully riding a dead thing, like sitting on it, just like hacking away. Ah! And then it falls. Cool. Boom. So this is this guy's turn. Warren, I need you to make a strength saving throw for me.
Right.
Do I have to make it again now that I'm off?
You're off. And you're
Yay.
Push
5
you
feet
far
away.
enough away.
Strength saving throw. Nice.
20.
Cool. Hell yeah. Good for you. That's what's up. So it does not pull you with this magnetic shell. Interesting. Cool. It is going to crawl this way. And it is going to try to clamp in at Warren once again with its attacks. It's going to do a claw thing. And a claw thing. 15 and 18.
15 misses the 18.
Excellent. So that is 15 slashing damage to you, Warren, as it clamps in with one, misses with the other wide. Do. And then, seeing that it has people coming for it and it's not too happy, it is going to use a special ability because it's secondary action. It's going to Magnetic Pulse. I need everybody within 25 feet of this thing to make a strength save.
I'm using a different dice.
Am I within 25 feet? No.
No.
Oh,
What do we roll
19.
here?
My
19.
lug
Great.
is not going to hold out third time. It's a 20.
Okay, cool. Okay. So
rolled a
similarly
6.
to the... What's that?
I rolled a 6.
Okay. Who is wearing metal what's? Armors, are you leather or metal? Cyrus, Cade.
I believe I'm
Cade
wearing
is
a
leather.
chain.
Cade is leather. I think Cyrus has metal on.
I'm studded leather. I'm sorry.
Studded leather. Very nice. Cool. So I'm going to say studded leather is still leather, even though it's got metal bits in it. I know, it's immersion break. It's horrible. The worst person ever. Cool. What are your weapons, folks? I mean, Kate's got short sword. I see that.
Yep.
Cyrus, do you have a blade or any metal
I've
weapons?
got the long sword.
Cool.
As a, I'm gonna
So,
assume it's
yeah, it's definitely metal. Metal. It's a long sword. And it's on you. Okay, cool. So the short sword you have, Cade, and the long sword kind of like fly from you and attach to this creature as just this magnetic pulse kind of pulls everything in. You see Trickfinger's gun and necklace both fly toward this creature. At Donna, you feel this pull and you just kind of like plant your foot in and get back. Warren, your entire suit kind of like
Yep.
and just like sticks to the side of this thing. You're like head upside down, inverted, just like stuck almost facing backwards to this thing,
hmm
like a giant metal magnet type thing in a
Yep.
junkyard, just like and you're just stuck there. And Tickles is now much closer to you, but y'all are both stuck there. The armors aren't pulled, so that's that. Trickfinger doesn't have metal armor. Cool. All right, that is the end of its turn, as it has like kind of like done this magnetic pulse. Boom, Nimloth, you are up. If he's here.
Sorry about that.
There you go.
So we're trying to get away from these crab things.
The crab things have been sighted. Let me take off Donna's thing for a second, real fast.
What is this X thing?
Oh, that's Hex. That's
His
Hex?
strength is hexed by
Yeah.
Cyrus.
Okay, perfect.
You
Yeah,
got that large set of
yeah.
rocks that y'all are kind of under and almost in the way of you seeing those little bearment guys.
All right. And I'm assuming I hear Cade yell this out. That there's.
You heard
we need to get-
Cyrus yell it out.
Sorry, Cyrus yell out. Okay. Am I in a safe spot? Like, am I on rocks or do I feel
you are
safe?
under a rock formation.
Okay.
So like this rock above you, probably about 20 feet above you at this point. That big one right there, and you're kind of like in this crevice in between the two.
Okay. And what was
Rocks on the
Nimloth
other side
doing
of it.
before I showed up?
You had just pulled off at Thana, or tried to pull at Thana off from this metallic creature.
Okay.
Or
This is only the
magnetic
one
creature.
turn.
Yeah, it was only the one turn.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I guess I'll just climb up on top, further up the rocks.
Cool.
Is there any? Do I have to do any sort of action for that, or any roll for that? So I kind of want to get up as high
Climbing
as I
costs
can.
double your movement speed to climb. So if you're trying to climb up this 20-foot rock, you'd probably get about 3/4 of the way up it on your movement.
So you say probably like right about here.
I mean, you're still kind of like in the same area. You're just kind of going vertically up, but you're not quite on top of the rock yet.
Okay. Well, I would like to get on top of the rock, just as kind of as high as I possibly can.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can use your action to use the dash function, which would give you 30 more movement speed, which would get you up on top.
Okay. Yeah, let's
You
do
can get
that.
on
Where's the
and
top
you've
at?
got, I mean, roughly in the same place. It's all just like a vertical map. Not a
Gotcha,
good
gotcha.
representation of it. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I mean, it's a great map, but I don't have like visual markers. So basically, you're on top of this rock now. You've got probably about 10 feet of movement left on top of the rock if you wanted to move around, but
Okay.
you're up 20 feet in the air from these creatures.
Okay, and could I use like cast a spell, or was that my action? Using
You use your action to dash, so you could, if you have a bonus action spell, you could use that. Or if you had a bonus action to take, you could use that, but you basically use all your movement to get up there, movement and action.
Ooh, I don't think I do.
So you are kind of stationed on top of these rocks, looking down at these creatures. And now you see these massive, like, conch shells with what looks like almost the body of a bear, kind of like standing up on all fours, and then just like the head of a crab with two like large claws reaching out over the four legs and just like clipping and clamping, like it's almost like waking up. And the other two shells behind it. Cool.
Okay,
So that's your turn.
Yeah, that's gonna be my turn then. Yeah.
Trickfinger, just mad at this thing for taking her gun, is gonna run up and just try and punch this piece of shit. It's not gonna work, but she's gonna try. Punch. Punch. She punches the shit out of it. That's 2 punch damage. Nice. Does not punch into the metal, but ends up punching this thing. That's about all she's got. Athana, we are back to you.
Oh, jeez. That was quick.
Goes so fast.
Jeez, yeah. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, am I wrong on that? No, I'm right on that.
Nope, you're right.
Yeah, I was just, yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't keep up with the tracker. There we go. I was scrolling
Yeah.
the tracker, not keeping up with it. Sorry.
Right. So back to me. Things behind. I'll be fine if those things come up. I'll be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna carry on. Oh, hang on. No, we need to get Warren off. Let's try and get Warren off. Let's
Okay,
come over
cool.
here and try and pull Warren off.
Absolutely. Make a strength check for me.
That is a 17.
17.
Hell yeah.
So you go over and you manage to like pry yourself almost in between Warren and this thing, and you're just like pulling, like wrenching and raking.
Yep.
You manage to just like thunk, and he just
Come on.
dispatches from this thing.
Thank you.
Right.
Cool. So that was an
Um,
action to do that.
Yes. Do I want to try and hit this thing again? Or save the action surge? That's action surge, because why not?
Cool.
So
So you get your action surge.
Yeah, action surge, and I'm going to swing at this thing. Let's try and get this thing down.
Oh yeah, you're
Annoying
gonna do
me.
so with advantage. Trickfinger went to punch it on that side,
Oh.
so I'm gonna say advantage.
Cool. Oh, yay. That's a 22 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Because this set is doing nicer and is rolling nicer, I'm going to roll this dice. That is a 4 points of damage. Jesus Christ.
4 damage. As you kind of like instinctively just back in and stab into this thing.
Stop it!
You hear just kind of like squeal out as you stab into it. Cool. Anything else?
No.
All right, that's the end of your turn. It is now Big Boy's turn. Big Boys have a movement speed of, wow, they can move. Good for them. Big Boy's turn is just gonna like climb around these rocks this way, and then see Magnu and the Scrapper, and just kind of like run up towards Magnu and the Scrapper. Seeing this big old creature, just kind of like take an instinct of you, and you just hear this bear-like growl coming from the mandibles of this crab-like face. Ooh, ooh, and it reaches out with this huge, big old bear claw, and it's gonna do bear claw.
Oh, fun.
19.
Jesus Christ.
That hits, yep.
Cool. So as it claws out to you with the mandible claw, it just like pincers into you and rips into you. That is going to be 14 bludgeoning damage, and you are now considered grappled. Nope, because you're large now, right?
I'm large, yep.
Ah, you bastard. It tries to grab you and it doesn't work. Cool. So that is claw. And then when it finds out that it can't... Cool. When it finds out that it can't really like grip onto you, it's just gonna like lunge out and bite. And you see like the helmed head kind of like open up. You just see these like vicious bear's teeth, like this massive like dire bear's teeth worth of set of teeth just come in and bite at you. That's a 9 as it like bites out and just can't quite get a grip. But it gnashes at you and just like reaching towards you. That's the end of its turn. Charmed is dead. Warren.
All
You are
right.
no longer stuck to this thing as Athana has pulled you off in a feat of heroism.
No longer stuck. That's perfect. Warren is he's hurt very, very badly. Like blood is pouring out of his armor. but he's gonna take that. He's gonna take that first attack.
Cool.
Swing out. He's not gonna be able to hit.
With the blood almost like messing with your vision. You just swing and miss.
And then he's gonna try and shove this creature away from him and Abdana using his telekinesis. That is a DC 15 strength check, which it has
Absolutely.
disadvantage on.
Cool. Let's do that then. DC 15 strength check with disadvantage.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
There is balance.
There is balance. I need Trickfinger to make a saving throw. As
She'll be
well, depending on which
fine.
direction you're pushing it. Is it more this way or more this way? Either way, you're gonna have somebody make a saving throw, but it might as well be Trickfinger.
Yeah, it is more. It is more this way.
And how many feet is it?
5 feet.
5 feet. Boom. It's gonna be pushed away. Did you want to make a saving throw for Tickles real quick? To try and pull himself up?
Tickles will act on his own. He usually would take the dodge action.
Right,
but
he's still
seeing
stuck
as-
to the carapace.
Seeing as he's stuck, he's just going to try and get himself off of the creature.
So I need it to make a strength saving throw as well. Nice.
Nice.
So right as you push it, Tickles kind of like frees himself and flies up back into the air as this thing pushes itself. Trickfinger needs to make a dexterity saving throw. There is no balance. This thing is large. That is that. Cool. Trickfinger is going to take 7 points of damage as she is now trapped under the creature as it's been pushed backwards. Fun stuff.
Isn't she small enough to be under the creature? She's a halfling, right?
Yeah, I would assume that this thing got pushed off of its feet as the telekinesis pushed it.
Okay.
Yeah, she rolled real bad. Cool. Okay, so she takes 7 points of damage and she is pinned. Tiny Trickfinger's like, whoa, help! Help! Cool. That is your Warren. Anything else?
Let me see. I guess I have all of my movement.
Yeah, you can still move.
Yeah, seeing as I have 4 hit points, I'm gonna back
Yeah,
up.
Oh,
makes sense.
yeah.
No,
Makes sense.
Hell behind me.
Well, how
Cade.
far away am I from?
Stay within range of Cade, yeah.
Yeah, it's 25. It's like it's not that far.
Yeah, no, you kind of like step back into the water and onto the shore, just kind of like breathing heavily under the armor.
And I'll
cool.
have I'll also have Tickles fly up near me.
Cool. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay, so interesting. Let's see if crabs do crazy shit. Crabs definitely do crazy shit. Cool. So you see, Cyrus, this one right here. For the purpose, I'm gonna say this rock is below you, and you're up there. Yeah, why not? You're gonna see this thing take a leap and land onto this rock. All 4 bare legs just like haunch back and leap up to it, and then it kind of like shifts and almost loses its balance as the claws kind of like dig into the front of it and balance it back up. And then it's just gonna leap over here onto the rock towards you and try and like slam down on you with both of its claws.
Oh, Jesus.
Do. 19 and a 20.
Yep, they hit.
Cool. So there's gonna be 7 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled. And then 6 bludgeoning damage as well. So it's gonna like claw into you with one hand as it slams down, bam, bam, and they're just gonna like grab you with both of its claws, and like having them surrounding you as it reaches up its claw for another vicious swing down. That is the end of its turn. Kate.
Seeing the grievous wounds on Warren and having been recently separated from my swords, I'm going to run over to him, which should be 25 feet.
Yep.
And I'm going to spend a turn using a healing kit on him, which looks like this. Where'd it go? So it restores 1d6 plus 4, which I'm going to roll right now.
Mhm.
And then also
Nice.
plus additional HP equal to the creature's maximum number of hit dice.
Cool. So you all are level 4, so that'll be 4 more hit
Plus
points.
7. 11 overall.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah. So you rush over, and you see Warren, even through all the armor, just like kind of like starts to take a little bits and pieces of it off, so you can kind of get it and help like patch the wounds and shit like that. And you spend your turn, and this time like running over and healing some of these wounds for him. Your education and healing definitely coming in handy. Hell yeah. Anything else on your turn, Kate?
Give me 1 second to look something up.
Yes, sir. And Magnu's on deck. Crab 3 in the wings.
Oh, god damn it. What am I going to do here?
It's a good question. You know? It's almost like I've
Um,
had 2 weeks to prepare this combat encounter.
Yeah, and damn near got me killed. He damn near got me killed too.
Oh no. Well, I'm sorry.
Magnu's gonna shift over here. And can I try?
I'm gonna move this guy out of the way for map purposes because it's getting foggy.
Can I try and grab Cyrus from the other bear's grasp?
Sure, I'd say that would be a contested strength check against the bear if you want to do that.
Yes. And I believe I have advantage on strength checks right now.
Okay, it does not have advantage. It's gonna roll its strength. Jesus Christ, Bear McCrab, do something right. What are you
Nice.
doing?
216.
22 versus a 5. Yeah. You wrench in and just like, it doesn't comprehend what a large kobold is as a creature.
Uh-huh.
Just like, oh, I've got food in my hand. It's great. Oh, and that's the face it's got on it if it had a face to tell. And then you just like come in and yoink Cyrus from in between both of these mandible claws.
I bet.
Is that considered my action?
Who did we lose? Cyrus?
Yeah.
Nimlock.
I went and
Oh,
grabbed.
Nimlock. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I was about to say,
No,
no,
not yet.
Cyrus, he yoinked you. He
Oh.
didn't delete you.
Oh.
Sorry. Cool. No, yeah, you get him out of there.
So, yeah. And then, I guess that's my action, so I'm just gonna take the.
Oh, yeah, sorry, it would be your action, yeah.
I'll take the opportunity attack, and I will. So I moved, 5 feet?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 5. Okay, thank you. So I'll
Running into
move
the water.
10. They can move so far, though. Can I? Oh,
Mhm.
can I do a running jump? So if I go,
Sure. If you run 10 feet, you can jump.
so from here 10 feet and try and jump over to everybody. My strength is 19, so I can jump up to 19 feet, right? How's jumping
How
work?
long jump works.
How's long jump work?
Oh,
Ah.
God.
Everybody, friends, family.
Oh
Long
god.
jump 5e. Give me a
No
second. Because
idea.
I've looked up these extensively
Yeah.
because I had a jump warrior, so it's not like it's just a
I
matter,
remember there's math involved.
there is long jump. When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least. Yes, so 19 feet.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
So
move.
Magnu jumps a
10.
Olympic mile and
Yeah. That's just ridiculous.
One, two, doop, doop, and then another 19.
giant Magnu
feet,
incoming as you all see
10.
just like this giant kobold
Yeah, so
wrench Cyrus out of the bear's grasp
so right in the
and then
middle of
just, like,
everyone.
and leaps. And
Yeah.
you're just like, oh, he's running across the beach. Oh,
I mean,
shit.
I don't even see him run,
I
and then
know,
suddenly he just lands next to me.
Boom.
Fuck!
Like after about 5 seconds, you just like feel the sense of an incoming Magnu. It's like this cannonball style effect. Sand spurts up everywhere and splashes all over all of you.
What's Cyrus
cool.
with?
Can I
me
use a
intel?
free action to just elbow him in the ribs?
On health? Is that what you
Uh-huh.
said? I'm fine.
No, Cyrus, you're along with me. Yeah, I
Oh,
grabbed you.
just-
I like have
yeah.
you.
Grabbed and pulled. Yeah.
Yeah, not ask, just grab.
I have you.
I did not make the opportunity attack though, so I'm gonna make that.
Yeah, do that. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it's gonna try and claw at you. Oh, the one on the ground is. The one that you yoinked it from is not gonna do it. Is a 15 hit?
No.
Cool. So as you just yoink this and then like sprinters run out of it, you just hear snapping of claws behind you. Yeah, I'm gonna say because he was focused on the grab, he's not gonna also get an opportunity attack. Okay, cool. Cool. End of your turn?
Yeah, end of my turn.
Cool. We are down to my other big boy. Cool. You would hear as this creature kind of like goes under where your visual range is at, Nemloth. You just hear the scraping against the rock of these like claw type appendages, and you can just see the head of the bearmit crab kind of like creep over the rock towards you as it's pulling itself up onto the rock. You can see like the back legs kind of like scratching against the rock, trying to like grab traction as it continues to gnarl its way up towards you. You just hear this loud, low "Ooh," as you see this thing crest the rock that you're sitting on. It can't quite get to you, but it is harrowing you. It's climbed up on top of the rock. Cyrus, you have just been yoinked from the grips of one creature to another and plopped into the middle of the sand and rocks.
And just to make sure I didn't need to take any damage.
Nope,
for any
you
of
were
that,
all
correct?
good. Magnu cradled you like a football. It's like, Cyrus, got you. Gone.
And this one's still alive, and Trickfinger's stuck to it.
Trickfinger is stuck under it, not stuck
Under
to
it. Okay. And he's got my sword. Son of a bitch.
He does have your sword.
He's got
It's a
every
nice sword too. You might want it back.
I'm gonna. I guess.
What you got, big guy?
Since I can't hit anything right at the moment, I'm gonna Sacred Flame it. Dex 14 save.
Cool. Sacred Flame. Hell yeah. Let's see. Dex 14. Sorry, I keep having to pull up these character sheets. That's a 15.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flame, crustacean. Yeah, no, okay. I was thinking, like, what would it have disadvantages or weak to? I want to make sure I'm not. Yeah, okay, cool. It doesn't have any weaks. Got it. Cool. Oh, so you try and, like, Sacred Flame this thing, and you just, like, heat up one of the metal plates that just kind of, like, falls off of its shell. Doesn't seem to do any damage to it, though.
Okay. Magnu's looking pretty hurt, correct?
I'd say Warren's. Like, what are you at, Warren?
I'm at
Like, how you
15.
looking? Yeah, Warren's looking worse than me. So.
And he's within. Is he within range?
Oh,
Within
easy.
10 feet, yeah.
I'm gonna hand him. I'm gonna cure wounds on him, just so at least something happens here.
No, fuck you.
So something happened.
Thank you.
It's a
I mean, I
16
can't hit
heal.
anything, and they can survive everything else that I've thrown at them. So
Yeah.
at least my teammates are up.
I'm near full.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Cool. The scrapper is going to kind of like get itself up, pick itself up off of Trickfinger, and then noticing, oh, hey, here's food. Just
Shit.
diving straight down.
Mm.
Do. You see as this thing like slams both of its mandibles into the ground trying to claw at Trickfinger. You just see her just like get freed, and as soon as she gets free, she just rolls to the left and then rolls to the right and like slides out and ducks out.
Yeah.
That is the
One
end of
lucky
its turn.
friggin' NPC.
Dude, she's got plot armor from hell and back. I don't know what's going on with Trickfinger, but she might be the final boss. Like, holy shit, Dimmoth, it's your turn, my guy.
He is not available right now. Please
He
leave
is
a
not
message.
available.
Not back. Yep.
Cool, fair enough. I did not see that. Cool. So as Trickfinger rolls left and rolls right, and then pops up, and she's like, "Give me my shit back!" and like goes and punches this thing in the face again. Let's roll for Trickfinger. Trick finger, come on. You can do it. Punch it.
No.
Hits this thing. It's like, fuck these damn creatures. I'm gonna eat one of these bitches. And like punch and doesn't get anywhere with it. I'm going to.
We are totally having lobster tonight, though.
Oh yeah.
If we could
Absolutely.
survive these bear things.
He said he'd be
Oh,
right
yeah.
back. Right?
If the lobster doesn't
Yeah.
fucking have us.
Not the lobsters that are the problem.
They hit like freaking trucks.
Lobsters, yeah, they're freaking.
Yeah, I went from
everything's a truck.
I went from 47 health to 20 real
I'm going
fast.
to, when Nimroth gets back, I'm going to let them jump back into turn rotation. They're gone for an extended minute. I kind of want to keep this moving, right?
That's fine.
I don't want to narrate for them if they're actually here. So Nimroth on top of the rock, staring down this creature. In a moment of pause, at Thana. Magnu has just sandblasted everybody, and now you're here. You sense friends around though. It's nice.
Yeah.
Except finger.
What? Why are we all backed in this corner? Guys, what am I gonna do with this thing? That's a bad idea to run forward, but I'm melee.
I mean, go for it. Make an insight check for me.
Insight. That's gonna. Oh, actually, that's not bad. Oh, 14.
Nice. You get a general sense that whatever pulse this creature is creating, it only happens so often. It's not like a consistent effect.
Not the pulse I'm worried about.
I mean, I know. I'm just making a statement of like, it doesn't seem like it's always magnetic. It just seems like it has surges of sucking things to stick to it. As far as that goes, it's a big baddie. It's a big creature. And it's got a lot more big creatures around it. Two of which are up top on the rocks that you can sense kind of like, why the fuck are those above me? Like,
Yeah. So rocks are not safe, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, I can't do much else other than hit thing.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I just don't. There's nothing else I can do. Trickfinger, is she like out from under the thing now?
She's no longer under the thing. Yes, like the
Okay.
thing is above her, but she's not pinned by it. She
so
would have at least been like
pull
in a
that
range
out.
to not be.
Yeah.
Like she
I'll do
slid
that.
out a little bit.
Pull her out. What are we doing? This doesn't seem like good odds.
They're blocking the way forward. I think we need to kill them.
Okay. Forward I
Certainly
go.
try.
Yeah. Cool. Slash. Slash
Absolutely.
slash.
Slash.
Oh, I just rolled a net one.
No. Don't. If only don't roll that one. As you sling your blade and just clink, like right into a hard shield, like on the edge of this creature. And
Yeah.
it just reverberates in your hand, and you got like that wobbly, oh shit, like
Yeah.
metal on metal feeling.
Yeah. Did I get both my swords? Or is one still on the thing?
I'm gonna say
One is
you kept.
probably still on.
I'm gonna say you kept both of them.
Oh, okay. Bonus
When you made
action.
that call. Yeah, absolutely.
Roll. That's not gonna hit.
Mm,
That's.
What'd you roll?
that's a 10.
that is not gonna hit. As you just like swing through and cling and clang, it's like, what the hell are we fighting for? Ting ting. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Cool. Then it's this guy's turn. Cool. That's a wonderful outcome.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry about that.
Hello. No, you're good. It is your turn retroactively on top of the rock.
Okay. So let's see. What everybody's all huddled up,
Everybody's huddled
Yeah.
up.
and I'm just standing on top of a rock in front of a bunch of crabs and stuff.
Crab 1 here. Oh, sorry, let me do a ping thing. He is about 10 feet below you on the rock. This one has
Okay.
climbed up to be face to face with you on the rock, but hasn't engaged you. This guy's on the ground, and this guy's on the ground.
Okay. How big are these monsters?
Pretty damn big. Larger than you for sure. Think like a dire-sized bear with a giant shell on its back and
I feel like
big crab.
I
Pretty
feel
big.
like we talked about leveling up last week, and MTC is like, fine, here's some fucking long jumping murders, tank
Yeah.
crabs.
And which I now
No.
feel like we should have leveled up before fighting.
Yeah, earn this, asshole.
I can't hit shit.
Oh
Would
my
one
God.
level really change how much you can or can't hit, or is it your dice?
Yes,
determining
it would get me an extra attack.
Action
Yeah.
economy.
Action
That's
economy
fair.
goes up. Yeah.
Yep.
it? Anyway, Nimloth, you're on top of the rock.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Let's
sad.
see.
Anyway.
I hear a lot of boohoo me and not a lot of doing. Okay.
Is it an
Strangely, this is a
action to
balanced
do
encounter.
a nature check to
This
see
is
like
balanced.
to get more information on these creatures?
Sure. Make a nature check for me.
Okay. Nice. All right.
Nice.
You're rolling my shit.
Yeah. Cool. So, these creatures, bearmint crabs, you've heard of them before. They're very territorial hunters and very like eat for survival and then just kind of like rest all day type of creatures. Not the brightest things in the world. They just kind of like move according to instinct. And if they sense something that's there or nearby or tasty to possibly eat, they usually go and try and eat it.
Okay. Can I tell like if there's cracks and whatnot in their armor?
No real cracks. Like the shells that are on their backs are almost like conch shells, like large conch shells.
Okay.
So they're not the strongest of material. From what you can see from the one in front of you, the bears themselves, like it's like a bear body, and then like a lobster style head and claws, but then also like a bear maw under all of that. Seems like attacks from below would probably be smarter, based on that's where the fleshy bits are.
Okay, and who's in immediate danger?
Currently, your entire party's
You.
backed into the rock face of the corner, and you are in imminent danger as this one is clawing up towards you. Trickfinger and Athana are below, fighting off the scrapper, and they look hungry.
They look hungry.
Everything is hungry.
It's not often you get to eat on a beach.
Oh shit. Okay. Interesting. There's like multiple things I can do here. Okay.
Do them all? No.
Do them all. I'm going to.
Break turn order, it's okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to think about all the stuff I could do.
Yeah,
I'm going
Okay,
to
then.
turn into a
Spellcaster
rat.
paralysis. Fair. Okay,
Little tiny rat.
absolutely. You polymorph or shapeshift wild shape into wild shape into a tiny rat.
Cool. And with that,
Sorry, I don't have tiny rat token.
yeah, it's all I do. No, I didn't have tokens for each one of my wild shapes. Like, come on, man. No.
150 things you can wild shape into. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Thanks. Tiny rat Nimloth.
Now, did the creature? The
What
creature obviously
does-
saw that I.
Now, here's a
Disappeared.
question for your druid shape and wild shape, because I believe this is the first time you've actually wild shaped. You used the star form
no.
before. Oh, no.
No.
Never mind.
No,
Yeah,
that's
I've been a badger and a rat.
That's right, you're badgered. Okay, never mind. Scratch that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you swoop tiny Nimnoth rat.
Mm-hmm. And I would like to kind of scurry around, kind of towards the party.
Okay.
I don't.
That is the
Did
edge
this
of the 20-foot drop.
20-foot
You
drop?
climbed up.
Okay. Can I just climb down it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I'm
you
climb down
do
it.
your best as rat to climb down it and just kind of like use the velocity and momentum to go like straight down and keep your balance without like tumbling head over foot. And you get down back into the sand.
Okay. How much more movement speed do you think I have?
If you went down 20, even if you were falling down while you were catching yourself, I'd probably say you got about 10 more feet.
10 more feet? Okay.
20 up, 20 down.
And then I would like to move over here and then kind of stand, or yeah, kind of stand in between Athana and Trickfinger. And I'm assuming that's all my movement right there, so I'm just
Yeah,
gonna.
that'd be all the movement.
Um,
Cool. So you position
stand right
yourself
there.
in between the two.
Now, does the lobster thing have cracks in it? That's right there.
It is bleeding in a number of places.
Okay.
Seems like it's doing a little rough.
Cool.
Cool. Okay, so retro back to the Baromet crab. And he rolled a 2 on that D4. So let's see how far he can move. Cool. He's gonna do that then. He's gonna run up here into the water. And kind of like sink its feet into the water itself and run up in this direction. It's going to run up to here. And then he's going to do a thing. Cool.
Sweet.
Interesting. Cool. So you see as this large bear thing kind of like ooh, 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 and runs up towards where Athana is, right beside this scrapper who's engaged with Trickfinger and Athana, and then you just see it raise one of its mandible claws out and try and like pinch into the scrapper that's sitting beside it. It misses that, and then the scrapper kind of turns, like deflects something else away, as both of its claws try and pierce into the shoreline scrapper itself.
Oh.
Warren, where do you?
Damn, well, I did have a plan. But seeing that the Baromet attacked... yeah, I can kind of understand that the Baromet's just attacking anything in this space. It's not...
Food is
It's
food.
something that's in
Yeah,
its
food is food.
territory.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna use my movement. Let's see, I'm gonna get down here.
That was what the D4 roll was for, to see who it was going to try and eat.
I'm gonna get down here, right in the mix.
Getting into it. 16 health, Warren, go.
16 health. How can I angle a 15-foot cube spell in a way to hit all 4 of these guys, or just the 3?
A cube's a cube.
I mean, it doesn't
Um,
have to be a parallel to us cube.
Right.
How? 15-foot cube?
Yeah, so it'd be 15 foot that way.
Hold on, wait.
Alright.
I do this better because I've actually got. Oh no, not you. No! Not my bear, man.
Does it just delete the Baromet? Thank you very much.
You just put him into a square of oblivion. Yeah, I've got a token for a thing. That's fine. Give me 1 second.
Tokens.
Magic spells.
Because if it's a cube, it's also 15 feet
15 feet up. Yep.
So this guy is 15 feet up.
Yeah, there's definitely a way you could hit them all with a cube. I'm just gonna find you a cube you can
Okay.
use, but yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, finagle a cube. Yeah.
Naggle a
Yeah.
cube.
Yeah, you're a magic guy. You can finagle a cube.
Sweet.
Something like
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Roughly.
Ish.
Yeah. So it would definitely catch like half of this guy,
Yeah, it would catch all
half
four.
of this guy. Okay. All
I
right.
was just trying to find you
Yes. Like
a
a
actual like,
representation.
cube, but yeah, right. But yeah, you can hit it.
Yes. All right. You guys have seen me do this
Here we
before.
go.
My gauntlets like spread out into like
Yeah.
dishes, and I cast Thunder Wave.
Jesus. Okay.
Ow.
Let me see. Da-da-da-da.
Is Thunder
Concent-
Wave originating from you, or is it
Yes. So it's not centered on me.
not
it
centered on
originates
you, but originating from you? Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
So-
Got it.
So if I angle it,
Yeah, if you angle it in a way, you can get it for sure. I just
Yeah.
want to make sure that we're
Um,
following the laws of D&D bullshits.
Mhm.
Except when we don't.
that is a DC 15 Constitution saving throw
Oh God. Okay.
for my
On
guys.
save. So we go Bearman 1, 2, 3. Cool. So 2 fail, 1 succeeds, and then we are going to go to Scrapman. So it's a con save.
Con save.
It's a natural 20 with a plus
Ah.
5, so he's not going to take that.
And
Why
there
is
was
this
a
dude
natural
hanging
one
on
there.
so hard?
Let's see. All right. So
Cool. So the
Okay.
2.
Does
yeah,
anybody
the
have
two-
anything to make him re-roll that?
No.
we do not.
Wait,
yet.
so, what are you asking for?
He
Yeah,
rolled a
so
nat
anyway,
20
he
on
has
his save.
Yeah, I do. Silvery barbs.
Oh, hell yeah.
See? You
Fuck
just
yeah,
ask, you
dude.
get what you want. You see what I'm saying?
Nice. It's true.
I
And you
forget
get to give
Silver
that nat
Bob's
20 to
exists.
somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
What
see.
is silvery barbs and its infinite bullshit?
It's amazing.
It's
overpowered.
depending on who talks about silvery barbs. If it's the DM, it's broken.
Yeah.
If it's the player, it's amazing. So,
I got it.
cool. No.
Oh god.
Trigger creature must reroll the d20 and use low roll. You then use a different creature you can see within range.
Oh, okay. This is not the one that
Yeah.
transfers.
It's like a retroactive
No, Chosen has
disadvantage.
advantage on the next
mechanically.
attack roll.
Yes. There's a different
So
one.
you're
that
empowering
is-
somebody. You can empower somebody, and it will reroll that d20.
Yeah, let me look at the initiative order. So, it's me next, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Just give
so it
yourself
fails.
the advantage.
Awesome. Rolling a 2, it fails. Cool. So that's 8 damage to.
Yes. So what happens is every creature that failed
All of
is
them?
pushed. 3 of them, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yep.
They're pushed 10 feet away from and
Okay.
take 8 damage.
And the one who saved, it's 4
And the
damage.
one who saved takes 4 damage and is not pushed.
Cool. So this one is not pushed away from you.
Okay.
The other 3 are. Pushing this guy knocks him off that rock, which is a 20-foot fall,
Hell yeah.
which is that. So 6 points of bludgeoning damage as it hits the ground, too. Boom. This one's also on a rock. It's going to go 10 feet. It's going to fall. It is 12 points of
Fuck yeah.
fall damage. Fun stuff. Cool. The scrapper is going to get pushed back and into said rock. Taking an additional 2 points of damage.
Nice.
Cool. And they are all pushed back as far as they can be pushed back from you without pushing it through a solid object.
Right.
Cool. Boom, boom, boom. So you watch as Warren just like makes this thunder wave appear, pushes these 3 creatures back, stuns the other one, and one just like falls ass over end backwards off this 20-foot rock and just lands on its conch shell itself, inverted, and you see like 4 bare legs and 2 mandible claws like reaching up into the air, like trying to right itself. It sinks about a foot or 2 into the actual sand, upside down, up, like top digging into the sand itself. The other one is going to land and be on its side, trying to right itself. But they are both prone. That one is stuck. Jesus, fun stuff.
Fun stuff. All right.
We're gonna say stuck. We're gonna say prone. Cool. And this guy is still hexed.
Still hexed for strength. And then I'm going to use my guardian armor defensive field. You see, like extra plates of armor slide over some of my wounds, giving me
Chink,
4
chink, chink, chink.
temporary hit points.
Nice. That's a turn. All right.
So are you at full health now then?
I am.
Oh
Okay.
shit. Just Iron Man back to full health. Ridiculous. Cool. Is that the end of your turn, guy?
That's the end of my turn. I have.
Oh, who do you assign the? Who's Silver Barbs? So who's got the advantage?
I'm gonna keep it for myself.
Advantage. Yep.
Keeping it for yourself. Perfect. Wonderful.
I'll have Tickles
Excellent.
position himself in the
Oh, that's
air.
super broken as a bard or as
Yeah,
a
it
rogue.
is.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Holy
Uh-huh.
shit. That's just like, hey, sneak attack. Boom.
Well, let's see.
Fuck
Can
you.
I save it for myself? You,
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
you can. You can
Yeah.
assign it to one
yeah,
other
you can choose
creature.
yourself, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but that's great.
Awesome.
That's powerful as shit. I love and hate that at the same time. God, I hate that as a DM. I love that as a bard. Any silvery barbs in my life. Anyway, cool. Okay, so that's boom. Done that. That's Warren's turn. Kate, it is now to you. With your bolstered feelings.
Yeah, I'm a little hesitant to like run all up into that shit, and so what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna
Oh,
fire an
why?
arrow.
But they're so friendly. Yeah, absolutely, go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
try and fire an arrow at the soft part of the big scrapper.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
And I'm
Absolutely.
gonna do that at advantage.
Do
You sure can?
Okay. 23.
23 hits, and that is the sneak attack damage get applied.
Yeah, 'cause it's
Uh,
Yes,
for
advantage, yep.
advantage, yes.
The sneak attack works on range attacks too, right?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, hell yeah, cool. So you pierce into this thing with the short bow as you kind of like pull out and just loose into it. You hit it in its throat area, and like it was already like slammed up against the wall, but you got like the under part of his throat area, and you just see like this green liquid kind of like seeping out down its chest as it's kind of like back is sticked up against the wall. Cool.
Okay.
That fucking.
And then
hurt.
as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Minor Illusion, and I want to apparate a 5-foot boiling pot of water with like some nice spices in there, and I'm gonna like some pieces of corn, like we're about to have like a crawfish boil, and I just want to put that like in front of Magnu somewhere in an attempt to frighten these creatures with what's going to happen if this continues.
Cool.
It's
Cool.
Do they know what a boiling pot is?
Apparently not.
Not at all.
They just know they're scared of it.
Cool. Interesting. You said you're pointing it where? In front of Magnu or closer to them? or
Yeah,
were
pretty
you
much
at?
between our group. I want to keep them from like crossing this line at least. Yeah. Like somewhere.
like,
I don't know. I
here?
forget how I.
Yeah,
there
so-
you go.
so-
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
Okay.
GM, you know, are they afraid of us now?
You'll find out on their turns,
You
man.
Oh,
fear all of
That's
them.
fair. That's fair.
Cool. So, Kate, anything else on your turn?
No, that's gonna do it.
Cool. Magnu, you are up. A nice, wonderful, simmering, seasoned, boiling illusion is in front of you, as well as crabs that have been knocked the fuck on their ass over tea kettle for most of them, and one herring warren. But seems to be focused on the thing that got slammed into the rocks.
Okay. Thinking. I'm just gonna move up. Yeah, this thing has to die, right? So I'm gonna. Oh, I made a
Something
box.
has to die. I mean, it's an accounting.
So I'm gonna move
I
up
mean, something has died.
with my friends
true.
or over my friends.
Magnu's like stepping in, coming through, just with the
Uh,
sand like kicking off of the water as he splashes it over as he walks past.
Right. I'm gonna start with the demonic
Sand in
scream.
the armor. God
So I'm gonna bonus action demonic scream. So everybody
Okay.
has advantage on these two creatures.
Yay.
On the two.
And
Yep, gotcha.
I'm gonna take my swing with advantage. Nat 20.
Jesus, Will Robinson.
Nice.
Who are you hitting? The scrapper
Yeah,
or the crab?
yeah, the scrapper. The scrapper has to die. Sorry.
Fuck yeah, cool. So Giant's Might also gets multiplied by 2.
Correct. Yep.
So roll it again.
Oh, it's 4. Or do you want me to just roll it again?
Or are we just doubling? I guess yeah.
Are we just doubling? I can roll it again. Hold up. I got you.
Because it rolled twice, I think is what it did. So
Yeah, 4, 4.
there you go. Fair
There
enough.
you go,
4, 4. Cool. So 13, 8 is 21 plus another 8 is 29. Cool. How do you want to kill this metal thing that's belly up towards you?
Oh yeah.
I wanna like
With the bowstring.
underswing with my one hand and grab it underneath
Mhm.
its head and just rip its head off.
Okay. Interesting. Cool. As you do so, you kind of like catch under one of the plates of its neck and its kind of formation, and just like lynch in and reach up and rip it off. The head goes flying directionally. Give me a 360 roll. 1d 360. It's not gonna roll it, is it?
It
Oh,
should.
it did.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, good for me. Cool. Cool. So the head goes flying off in this direction.
What's this direction?
You'll see in a second.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Goes flying off in this direction. Not that direction. There. Boom. And lands over here, beside the upturned bearmint crab. The rest of the body just falls and goes kind of limp onto the ground itself, and you see this green ichor kind of like bleeding out from where the neck piece is. You can see all the meaty bits and stuff like that under it. You see, as soon as you rip the head off of this thing, all of the little metal bits and stuff that was attached to its back just kind of like drop off of the creature itself.
yeah.
You can just see now this like blank crustacean carapace.
So cool.
Thick.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's your
everything.
attack.
That's my turn.
That's your whole thing. Boom. You rip it open. You do that thing. Bam, bam. Boom. Let's get a strength from this guy. That's not bad. Cool. You see this one that's kind of stuck in and wedged in, just kind of like rocking itself back and forth, and eventually like flips over and sits back on its whole body, but it uses movement to do so. And you just see it reach out one of these claws toward the crustacean head that's right here and just like pick it up and begin to like consume it. That is its turn. Cyrus.
So he's dead.
He's dead.
What's the symbol again there?
Everybody against him that attacks it has advantage.
Okay, till the end of night.
It's
next
been
turn.
demon feared, yeah, until the end of Magnus' turn.
Let's see if I can actually hit with advantage here.
Not demon feared, draconic feared, sorry.
Eldritch Blast it.
Cool, absolutely. Blast it, blast.
And the 19 and a 7, so that should be a
19.
23.
Oh yeah, 23, fuck yeah, that hits. Oh yeah. Cool, roll your damage.
That's... A fucking 1. God damn it.
So
Jeez.
sad.
1 damage. Jeez.
No, it's a... Hold on, I jumped onto the wrong page. So it's... Can I have transferred my hex to it
Yeah, sure, I'll say that.
at the beginning of the turn? So, okay, so... So 1, 4, 5, so it would have been, and then this D6. And that's a 2. So,
That's 7 in total.
yeah, 7 total.
Cool. Alright, boom. Cool. So you blast into this creature, which kind of catches it by surprise because it's not even looking at you, paying attention to you. It was looking very hungrily at this thing down on the ground. Just kind of like you ping into the actual like conch shell of it, and you just break off a piece of it and open up like an open area in the back of its shell. Seems to react to the fact that it got hit, but you're not sure if that's going to take away what it's focusing on. Anything else on your turn? You blasted it though. You got it. Bow.
Um,
Yeah, you did some damage to it for sure.
What stat are you hexing?
that's what I was
Yes.
just thinking about. Since strength wasn't really helpful there, I'm gonna say, let's just go for con,
Cool.
and then that's the end of my turn.
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
guess I could run up and grab my sword.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you run up, you grab your sword off the scrapper who's now dead. Excuse me, shit.
Bless you.
Nimloth, it is your turn.
Um,
Remember you aren't on this ramble. Oh, you're a rat.
yeah, a little rat.
Nimrat.
Little tiny rat.
But everybody's like, why are we grouped up together? And then everybody groups up together again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this guy's not looking too good. Right.
He's a little bit
Fairly
beat up.
healthy.
Was he intimidated by this little pot of water boiling thing?
We don't know yet, dude.
You don't know.
We don't know yet. Okay.
He goes after Adana, so you'll find out then.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go up to the pot here and stand on the edge of it, and just kind of look at the crab thing and like try to get its attention and intimidate it, and be like, "Look at this. This is where you're gonna go." Could I do that?
Sure, I'll say
Like
make a
I'm like
performance
wafting,
check.
I'm wafting the steam into my
Make a performance
face.
roll for me.
Oh my
Because you're a
goodness.
rat.
It's a rat. Rat stat performance.
20, that 20, baby.
Son of a
Wow.
bitch.
Oh my
Get the
god.
Fuck out of here. Oh,
So, Nimloth in Ratatouille fashion is walking on the side of the pot, saying, "Hey, you're gonna be great in here. It's gonna be wonderful." Chipping up just loud enough that you see this crab, who's now been poked in the back, gonna turn its head up for a second right before looking back at its food, and then it just sees this rat being very, very aggressive, screeching towards it, like pointing at the pot and gesturing, and like, "You here," and like, "This is your fate," da 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 da. And... I don't know how intelligent this thing has to be to feel fear, but
Oh my god.
yeah, okay, cool, wonderful. All right, cool. So your performance went off, and you think you've done a great job.
Hell yeah.
What a turn.
It's now Trickfinger's turn.
MVP over here.
Oh my god, it's so ridiculous. Would she know to be smart? Is the question.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No, she wouldn't. God, I don't even know what she would do. Yeah, she's gonna dash out this way. Get the fuck away from these things and try and like separate herself from the rest of you all. Is going to pull the pistol. Or actually, she would have picked up her pistol and equipment from the scrapper. That would have been half her movement. She would have gone here. She's gonna pull out the pistol and she's gonna try and attack the one that's eating the head.
Oh, damn.
Jesus, Trickfinger.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Cool. So the first shot's gonna double hit. That's fun. Bam. Clown. You just hear this massive crack come out of this gun as the bullet whizzes through the conch shell of this guy right here, doing 8 damage to it. Oh no, that's actually 11 damage because pluses. Cool. Bam. And you just hear like the shattering of this shell as it goes through both parts of it. And you just hear this creature just kind of like scream out in fear almost. Go, ooh, ooh. Boom. Boom. At Donna.
Right. Okay. Cool. I mean, the thing's dead, but other thing.
The thing is dead, but other thing.
Sure, let's hit the other thing. That's
That's what cool people do, yeah.
yeah. I mean, sure. Let's try and come around. Oh, I can't get to. get to somewhere useful.
I mean, you could be knee deep in the water, but anything past that box that Cade's at, that line, is kind of like waist deep or better.
Yeah. I don't know. That's where I'm like, yeah, okay, so we can't get flanking, so let's just get to where I'm not, like,
You've already got
on.
advantage
Yeah, it's
I
disadvantage.
know.
till Magna, but yes.
Yeah, until Magnu's turn. So I
Yeah,
was gonna set myself up so that other people would
I
have
see.
advantage next time.
Smart play.
But no, I can't get there. Water.
Right.
So advantage, strike.
Strike.
That is a 22 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits. What's the other
And
strike?
that is, oh my god, brain. 4 damage. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't do shit. And offhand, that is a nat 20. Oh my fucking god.
Jesus
Yeah.
Nice.
The
Okay.
dice are with us.
Yeah, the
real.
dice are worthless.
Somebody heard y'all complaining about an unbalanced encounter.
So, we're rolling twice, right?
Yeah, rolling twice.
Okay, so that's 7 damage.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, so you go in and just like slide around your allies. You have this thing in front of you and you just swing and swing. The first time you cut into it, you cut into the first side of one of its front arms and just whoosh, clean cut. The second time you come in and you just jab straight in one more time and cut the underbelly of it rather than the shelled area or anything like that. You get right in that seam where the shell and the flesh actually kind of like connect and meet. You just sever that little bit. And you just hear it just like scream out, "Ooh!"
Our lobster dinner.
It's fair. Anything else on your turn, Athana?
No.
Cool. Yeah, so this bear, yeah, fun stuff. He is going to, what is he going to do? God bless it. Oh, yeah, we're not gonna. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore that. That's fine. Cool. All right. Cool. So you see this thing just like, if a crustacean could show panic, it would be showing panic. You're going to see it just kind of like defensively kind of like claws out in both directions toward all of y'all that are in its range and just kind of like snapping its claws as it defensively backs away. It is going to disengage, and you see this bear creature kind of start swimming out into the water, and then it's going to begin to climb up onto this rock over here. Kind of like pull itself up on the edge of the rock, and the triangle-shaped cone is kind of like sitting off at a 45-degree angle, and it's kind of like hugging onto this rock now. Just kind of like hear it. And it like shouts out at you, like trying to like, but I want that dinner. But if it had words, those would be the words. That is its turn doing things. Warren.
What to do? He didn't fully retreat. Hate to be a dick. But he's still looking at us, so...
I mean, make a perception check.
Okay, yes.
If that's your conflict, make a perception check. Yeah, he's still looking at you.
Okay. Alright. Shit. Well...
I mean, he's still looking hungry.
Yep. I guess it's a firebolt.
Cool.
Ooh, jaw grill.
6 fire damage.
Nice. Cool. As it hits this creature, you see it hits kind of one of the paws, and the paw just kind of like slips off the rock. You see it like trying to grasp and like pick itself back up onto the rock, and it kind of like fall tea kettle over itself back into the water. And it kind of like rights itself, and you just see the bear now in the water, kind of like doggy paddling itself into its own position. 31. Cool. All right, boom. Fire damage.
All right. And then I'm going to use what I'm going to do here. I'm going to move up to here,
Mhm.
and I'm going to tell Tickles to fly up about here, and have him fire off a blast at this bear mid down here.
Okay, cool. So Tickles flies kind of like under the rock itself, but around the edge of it, kind of like in that crevice area, and fires off a blast.
Wait.
Jesus Christ.
Net
Wow.
20.
Oh my
4 plus 2. Okay, so that's 5 for that, and then we're rolling the 1d4 again. So that is just 1. 6 damage overall.
Cool. I think the crit number is rolling the dice for you.
Mm,
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's 5 plus 3 would be 8.
Oh, okay. Alright,
Yeah,
that's my
so,
bad.
boom, so 8. No, that's fine. Just want to make sure we're being consistent. Minus 8. Hell yeah. Boom. As Tickles blast into this thing. And it's just like a forced shot. You see it kind of like pierce in a similar spot where Trickfinger's bullet had hit, and just like crack that entire thing. You just see like this massive like Liberty Bell style crack just begin to form on this conch shell. Just like splintering almost most of it. And actually, Jesus Christ. Cool. So retcon that as the force blast goes right through the hole that Trickfinger just shot her nat 20 through, and this nat 20 hits exactly in the right spot. You see that crack begin to form up and down the shell itself, and then just the whole thing just like splits offward and like falls off of this
Ooh.
creature. And now you can see this exposed, almost like fleshy back of this bear with these strange mandibles and like 2 heads, and it's a sight without its shell on.
Ooh. Ugh. Alright, that's all for me.
Jesus, man. Cool. Cade, what would you like to do?
So I'm gonna slide right over here. That's 20 feet. And
Uh-huh.
then what's it gonna take for me to try to get my weapons off of this deceased scrapper?
Oh, you can just pick them right up off the ground. As soon as it died, all its magnetic properties failed.
Okay,
They're just like,
so
littered on the ground around it. You can find them and pick them up. Yeah.
can I grab them and attack, or am I just grabbing them?
Yeah, you can grab them as just part of your movement going across. I'm not gonna hinder you
Okay,
from that.
I guess I will do Booming Blade on this guy right
Jesus
here.
Christ, he has Booming Blade too. Go for it. Absolutely. Fucking wreck this thing.
And actually, so I guess that I wouldn't otherwise have advantage, so my owl can help me with that to give me advantage, right?
Sure, we'll pull the owl in. Absolutely. Let's say your owl uses the help action to give you advantage.
Oh,
Wait,
do I have
didn't
to
you
hit
still
first?
have advantage from the last one because you plus? Oh no, that was the short bow
Yeah.
that you shot. Never mind. Right, boom. Roll the attack roll itself.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. With advantage. Yeah, just roll the weapon. Because we know what the booming blade did.
There it is. Yeah.
14. Now that its shell has been broken off of it, 14 hits. So that
Cool,
is
so 9 then,
5
it looks
piercing
like.
plus 4 sneak attack plus 7 booming blade is. Because booming blade does initial damage, and then if
Yeah, it
it
does,
moves,
yeah.
it does more damage, right? Cool. So that is 16 points of damage to this thing. And as you cut into the back of it, you see a very much red, like mammalian style blood coming out of this thing. As you like crank into it, and you just hear the pained howls of this bear crab. Now very much in fear for its life mode with no shell, bleeding out, almost falling down on itself. It's still alive, but it's not looking great.
That's gonna do it for me.
Cool. No bonus action? Do you have a bonus action, or you want to save it?
Sorry. Yeah, let me offhand. I just had a kid emergency over here.
Oh no, you're absolutely
You're
good.
fine. You're
I
fine.
just want to make sure you're straight. Like, make sure you're getting full capacity out of your kids. Jesus Christ. That hits. So 2 piercing damage. Boom. Cool. So you stab back into it again. Still not looking good. Still looking real rough. Real rough, real scared. That's the end of your turn, my guy. Then we're
Yeah,
on
it
to
is.
Magnu. Magnu the Triumphant.
I want
What
to
you
do
got?
something, but I don't know how it works.
Okay, let's talk it through.
So if I got up on the rock and I jumped down
Mm-hmm.
on the crab bear that doesn't have armor, would
Oh god.
my fall damage transfer to damage to him?
The way
Like
I
a-
would say that is you would take half, they would take half.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Oh god.
I'm down.
Okay.
So I'm
what are
going
you
to use
doing?
my movement to get up on the rock and then jump down onto him.
Okay. Are you jumping down with an attack, or are you just jumping down in the
I'll jump
landing?
down. If you'll let me jump down with an attack, I'll jump down with an attack.
I don't see why not. You
Yeah.
have an action.
Yeah, I'll jump down on him and then attack him. So,
Okay. Cool.
non-advantage. Oh, what? Oh, okay,
So-
13. There we go.
Right, nice. So 13. So 7 slashing.
Oh,
You were going
plus-
to take 6 bludgeoning damage as you land on this thing, which is also going to take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Yep. Plus 3.
Nice. As much as it pains me to say it, how do you want to end this shellless crab?
I mean, I'm jumping on it, so it's squished underneath me.
Squished underneath you with Bone Striker coming down and just slamming into this thing. And you just see, like, as the last grasping, like, click, click, click happens, and just, and sand goes everywhere in that vicinity. You, like, make a massive, like, almost like 2, 3, maybe even, probably about a 1.5 foot, like, crater, just like, into the sand. Cool.
Yeah,
You squished.
and bonus
Is that-
action, second wind,
Right. As you do.
as you do. 11.
Cool. End of your turn.
End of my
He's
turn.
now dead.
I'm going for numbers here, people.
Tell. No shit.
Get,
Cyrus,
like,
what are you
an notch
doing?
on your pickaxe or whatever?
Sorry, I fell asleep.
Oh no, I deleted one of the bear crabs. Why did I delete a
Oh,
bear
yeah.
crab?
Because he died, unfortunately.
Because he
he
got
squished him so
He
squashed.
hard.
hasn't died yet. No.
Oh,
I
what?
removed one from an order turn. don't know
I think
how
you
did that.
I think you deleted the one that's under me.
Yeah, I did, but that shouldn't have.
Oh, that shouldn't have affected the turn order. You're right.
I want to say you had like a. What was it? 16. I'm gonna say for our purposes, because I feel like I've missed this guy, that he's just gonna go in before Cyrus real quick, because it's just easier
That's
to do
fine.
it that way.
Mhm.
Maybe you had like a 12, and I'm not gonna assume that. I'm just gonna put it in. So Baron Crab, he's going to right himself up as much as possible. Look around at the current situation of fearful buddy over here, dead buddy over here. You just hear this loud, massive, and you see him kind of like slowly start to back away toward the water line. About 15 feet back with his claws out towards the rest of you all as it kind of like backs into a corner of itself. Cool. Cyrus, what are you doing?
So this guy's squashed, this one's running, and this one's watching but not leaving us alone. Or he's leaving us alone.
He's knocked into the water and kind of floating backwards, paddling.
I guess I'll just fire off an Eldritch Blast at him while he's floating away.
Go for it. Can't let my bear crab friends live. No, never.
It's not like it's
Blast
gonna
him with
hit.
Eldritch
That's
shit.
another 8.
Hey, when
Jesus, man.
one hit me for 17, I got very scared very fast.
Yeah,
I
me too.
understand. Cool. That's gonna miss as you blast into the water. The Eldritch Blast itself almost like lands in the water and just makes this like splash in front of it. And you just hear this like kind of like sad, wet roar. Anything else on your turn?
I want it as a pet.
Only I thought I would want bear crab of death.
Are these monstrosities or are they monsters?
They're beasts.
Maybe.
Or beasts? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
It
mean, we
could be a
did talk
pet, it would
about
need
trying to
pain.
adopt
Oh no, they're a
one.
monstrosity. I'm sorry. They're a
Oh.
monstrosity.
Okay, so they're not.
Never mind then.
No,
Scrappers
that
are
was-
beasts. Yeah, no. Okay,
All right.
I'm sorry, Cyrus.
That's it.
That's it, Nimloth.
Okay. Is this one way out here running away?
Yes.
It is. Okay.
It seemed like it retreated as soon as it saw the pot and the very audacious rat.
And this is the only one that's dead. The rest of them are not looking too hot.
The one below Magnu is dead too. I just
Oh, the
put
one
that
is
on the map
okay.
so that way if you wanted to scavenge later, y'all can.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there's
It's
also
dead, and that one is
a
crawling
dead
backwards
scrapper
away.
here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, for purposes, but yeah.
There's really not much I can do as a rat.
I mean, you have a keen sense that these things are backing off of you all.
Okay.
I'm not saying you're out of combat yet, but it's more contingent on whether you want to chase or not.
Okay. Can I kind of glean from the rest of the group that are they backing off too, or are we going full tilt?
I don't
Trying to
know.
kill 'em
Magna
all.
just squished one into the fucking ground, like Terminator style.
You're
like,
so
"Fuck this
mad
guy."
about us killing these things. It's hilarious.
I'm not at all. I'm telling the facts. You ripped its shell off. You hit 3 criticals on one guy. He was fearing for his life with no shell, and you fucking squished him. I appreciate it. I think it's great. I put this encounter up here for calamari purposes. Like, what are you talking about?
You can clearly tell that Warren is reluctant to keep hurting these things, but he is not convinced that they. The last time he acted, he wasn't convinced that they were like retreating.
Everybody seems kind of on the fence.
I mean, I
Okay.
can't do anything about shit, so.
Okay.
Yeah, they're now outside of range for you.
I'm going to. Let's see. I'm going to run up to Specs 20 feet. Perfect. I'm going to run up to Specs and kind of climb up on his shoulder, and just kind of say, "Hey, like, it's me, Nimloth," in the regular Nimloth voice, but as a rat, so it's a little off-putting. And then,
Yeah, that's very
You
strange.
can speak as your rat.
yes, I can. I think.
Druid form, wild shape, you can't speak. Unless
Well,
you have
wait,
something
wait.
that says otherwise.
Oh, that's at a different. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's at a. I think it's like level 16 is when I can speak. It's higher level thing. Anyway, I just kind of like climb on his shoulder, and as I'm climbing on his shoulder, oh shit, no, I can't. Never mind. Fuck. That was gonna be really cool. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna like kind of stand next to him and then revert back as a. I think it's a bonus action. Revert back as Nimloth. And then I say, hey, I ask Specs, I say, are you aiming for, let's see, are you aiming for this guy right here?
I was just going to just prepare an attack. If they approach us again, I was going to let something off. Otherwise, I wasn't going to actively attack.
Okay, well, I place my hand on his shoulder and I cast guidance.
Sweet.
Oh, shit. Excuse me. Cool. So you absolutely do. You have guidance.
All right.
Cool.
Oops, sorry, 1 second. I'm trying to.
Yeah, basically you can roll a d4.
Yeah, there we go.
Sweet. Trickfinger's gonna run over to Magna and be like, good shit. And kind of like pull out the gun and it's like, am I killing that last one?
She's asking me for killing the last one?
Yeah. Yeah, she's just shouting out to anybody who's near. It's like, are we killing the last one?
So what did Nimloth do? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Just
Cast
give me
guidance
guidance.
on Warren in case Warren wants to keep moving forward.
If Magni looks around, what's everybody else's like? I think we talked about that already. Like, what's Cade? Well,
Yeah, what's your...
other than covered in sand.
Everybody
and
give a
viscera.
vibe check. What's your feelings on bear murder?
Bear murder.
Self-defense.
Yeah, I mean,
Self-defense.
Kate would
What's
shrug,
your...
basically. Yeah. I don't. I mean, I don't have any reason. These guys don't have anything I want or need, and so if they're not threatening me, I'm not bothered to chase them. Basically.
Yeah, so on.
I'm
so
also
on
worried that
that,
they're gonna come back.
I mean, on that, Magni would be like, if he's running, he's running. I don't see any need to. I mean, he is close to the other dude who had all the metally stuff on him. I want to chase him away from that. Take a shot.
Fuck yeah! She kind of like pulls out the gun. She's gonna shoot toward the ground in front of creature and make a decent scurry shot rather than actually like fucking try to hit the thing. The sand blasts up in the creature's face as the bullet lands about 4 feet in front of it. Adana.
I mean, can I?
We can technically be out of combat if you all would like. But
Yeah, if we're just chasing these
anybody
things
else's
off,
case,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna chase that thing off. So.
Cool. All right. Yeah, then I'll say one that's fleeing in the water and the other's kind of backing away slowly to the shoreline. Is going to continue to back away as fast as it can, like without. Like that shot kind of like scurried it back into the water. And you just hear the splashing off in the distance from both of these creatures.
Yeah, maybe you chase this one down just to scare it. Like he's not after to like swing, but
Sure, make an intimidation check for me.
oh yeah. Big Magnum.
I'll say we're out of
intimidation
combat
check.
rotation at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big Magnum
Gonna-
intimidation
gonna-
check.
good.
Give it to me.
There's
Give
no
it to
point
me.
to beat a dead horse anymore.
17.
Hell yeah! So you just bound down the beach toward this thing. You see kind of like skitter in and then like jump up onto these rocks behind. Boop. And they just both kind of like look at you as this one keeps swimming further out to sea. Yeah, I mean you got dead bear crab, 2 dead scrappers, and 2 fleeing bear crab. That's a successful combat, guys.
Hell yeah.
Woohoo!
Fuck.
Things is about to get hairy.
Yes.
Yeah.
What if
Cool.
that when I got out of there, I could have done.
Yeah,
took-
a lot
I
of people was about to
yeah,
die. It
I
was
took
very
24
close.
damage in the first hit I took.
Yeah, they aren't playing around.
Fucking insane.
I'm
They don't really
untouched.
pick apart their food. They kind of eat their shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm noticing a theme in our combats. I can't hit shit, and I
You know
don't get
what?
touched.
yeah,
Sad.
that's fair. That's true. Can I just say that Ratatouille Cauldron might be my favorite
Yes.
segue of minor illusion ever.
Fucking-
Yeah.
That was great.
I'm not quite sure that string of 20s ever happens again that way. That's pretty fucking
No.
impressive.
I'm
Um,
convinced that what I did it absolutely helped.
Was-
so.
Oh yeah, it motivated the
Yeah.
whole team to roll 20s all day. Yeah, hell yeah. Performance of a lifetime. Cool. So you all have these bodies of crustacean creatures at your feet, and the rest of the beach kind of in front of you. Now that you've kind of like seen those things are just staying off to the distance, and they have some respect or fear of you all, aren't coming any closer, and they're just going to stay out to the water as long as you're in this area, at least for now. You see the shoreline kind of continues and ahead of you for a while before it kind of like craigs out into almost like a peninsula and cuts back into itself in the distance. Up to the left of you, if you're looking east to west, up to the left of you, you see the sharp crags of this massive mountain range that begins to start, and about 3 or 4 peaks in, like as if you're looking at it just like it's like peaks in the distance, about 3 or 4 peaks away, you see just like this massive like plume of black smoke kind of like rising out of the mountaintop itself. And now that you're kind of like here with all the water and splashing, you feel a little bit of refreshment. But even the water is warm, and like the atmosphere of this whole area is just hot, like summer's day hot. Like you can feel yourself sweating in this area just by moving around and being in this part of the beach. It doesn't seem to be getting any cooler the further you go forward, but you all are on the beach with some stuffs and some things. What would you like to do? You can most certainly do kebab time.
Warren is going to. He's going to ritual cast Detect Magic just in case there's anything
Yeah.
spicy
there is-
going on with these two guys.
Anything look cool in that pile of rubbish? Also, if there's a dagger, can I please have it? My dagger's gone.
I don't know. Cool. So Warren, you ritual cast and detect and things. It's actually a good point. Good points. I believe it's all non-magical stuff, but yeah, it's all non-magical items as far as things go stuck to these scrappers. However, there's a few very large tower shields, some smaller bucklers, various 20 per pile type number of daggers. Seems like one of these at some point might have scrapped with a pirate ship of some sort and just taken a bunch of its ship. Random flanks of metal and pieces of bits of armor and things like that. A random gauntlet
I'll be
here.
right back.
Probably more than enough daggers that Athana could grab one or two. You notice a large glaive kind of like stuck in one of these piles, kind of like face up. Short swords, long swords, the basic equipment.
Can I use a glaive?
You're a fighter, yes? All martial weapons.
Yeah,
Martial
yeah.
and melee.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can use a glaive.
Yeah, I have my
10-foot
cool sword.
reach.
Mm-hmm.
Glaives are fun.
But I have cool sword.
True. Particularly a cool sword anklet.
Okay, so I don't
I mean, you
detect
don't have
anything.
to. I'm pushing on you. Yeah, no magical detect these. Just kind of like
Nothing.
sorting through
There's
the
no
piles.
+1 or anything like that.
Nope.
Which would also pop up. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Those would be considered magical weapons.
Warren's gonna walk down over here. He's gonna drag the two pieces of shell together, and lash them together to kind of make a sled of sorts, and tie a rope to it.
Okay. Trying to think the best way to go about this. Let's see, what checks can we roll? Something you could probably do. It's just a matter of
Crafting check.
Yeah, we'll say make a crafting check for you.
Wait.
Make sure I'm calling it the right thing.
Love that for me, because that is at least a plus. Wow. Did not roll great, but
Not a great roll, but not a bad set. So you grab these two different halves of this conch shell, and you kind of like make sure they're somewhat still intact. There's a hole through one of them. Like basically, if you're like looking at two halves of a thing, there's one hole symmetrically through each of the fronts of them. But
yeah,
you can makeshift something out of that. It takes you probably about 20 minutes or so to be wrapping these things together. As you're doing so, you just hear the cries from the distance, just.
How late are we in the day? Because it was what 10 a.m. when we got to the.
I'll be
druid
right
meeting?
back here. I'm sorry, I gotta step away for a second.
You're good. I'll calculate time. 10 when you got to the druid meeting, 2-hour meeting, shopping around town, half a day's travel to get to the scrapper encounter. So it's probably late afternoon, probably about 3, 4, maybe even 5 in the afternoon at this point.
All right.
That sounds about accurate based on movement time.
I'm gonna ask Magnu to give me a hand and drag my little makeshift sled over to the two piles of scrap metal.
Well, for sure, I'll help with that.
And just gather everything that's just like not absolutely rusted through and crap.
Right, yeah, just start, or just, Magni wouldn't care, even though you said that, and just start piling everything onto this.
Piling
sled.
everything there, yeah.
Absolutely. Cool. All right, so it takes y'all a little bit of time collecting and gathering this stuff, probably about
While they're doing
about
that,
half an hour or
can
so.
I make a fire from driftwood and start cooking up some lobster?
Sure,
Hell yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And take a long rest, even
Fuck
though I
yeah.
don't need it. Short rest.
So you start to find pieces of drift and things like that along the shoreline, of which there are some. It seems like there are a number of bits of shipwreck salvage and things like that that keep rolling up onto the shore. Yeah, easily enough you're able to make enough drift to make a fire and start to begin to cook up giant lobster crustaceans.
Sure.
Cool.
Do we want to take our 15 while
Lobster crustaceans.
Colt is?
Yeah, sure we can. I mean, we've got, 30 minutes left of the session anyway. But yeah, we can take the 15. I didn't realize that the combat was going to take 2 hours. That's on me.
Well, you did kind of throw some pretty big creatures at us.
Yeah, they weren't small.
I mean,
Alright.
the combat would have been
And
over
you all
about-
survived those creatures.
We
How
did.
wonderful for you.
Barely for two of us.
If I would not have gotten out of
Marvel.
there, I would have been dead.
Yeah.
Cool. So you set up this campfire and start to set up around. Yeah, we can take a Let's do a 5.
Okay.
Because I don't want to waste the whole rest of the
Drag
time on
on
a
too
break and
long.
then come back for like 5 minutes and then be done.
All right.
Yeah, let's take a 5. Back at 34, let's say 33.
All right, I'm back.
Cool.
So how's everybody feeling?
Pretty good. Looks fun.
Oh god, I had those fucking crabs on hold for a whole week. I was like, ah. It's like there's such a good setup.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Fuck. Toma Beast is a godsend because player's handbook and fucking etc. Monster
Mhm.
manual just don't do any good creatures justice anymore unless you're doing like the traditional campaign crap.
Yeah.
I'm just like not even about that shit anymore. It's like I forgot a feature of the crabs, but I think we'll be fine.
Oh, could they do some other cool shit?
Yeah, there's Viscid's show. When a creature hits the bearman crab with slashing or piercing melee weapon, creature must succeed on a strength save, or weapon becomes stuck to the creature's shell.
Oh, come on.
Hey,
That's
they're
so
from two
nasty.
totally separate parts of this book. It's just
So
it's a sticky
nasty.
shell versus a metal shell, but I didn't read it. And we were already halfway into the battle, so I didn't use it. So fuck it. Yeah, they wrote some fucked up shit in that book.
Yeah, it's like that's just like
I don't think it's a fun mechanic either, but
No, that's your fighters are just gonna stand. Might as well stand on the sidelines and let everyone else die.
I know it's an ambush type creature.
It's not even an ambush creature. It's legit just.
Bad writing.
I'm just
It's
just
okay.
gonna stand here and die.
Yeah, the
Kate's
magnetic
back.
strength save is a 15 though, and the sticky save is like a 13. So
But still.
So I realized afterwards you can't just cast any cantrip as a bonus action. I misunderstood that. So unfortunately, yeah, that's what I
we'll
found out
figure it in
afterwards.
post. That's fine.
Oh well, your what cantrip did you use?
Minor illusion.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's a full action.
that's,
Mhm.
that's fine.
I
Doesn't
mean, it's
matter.
also
Flavor
not
the avoid.
solid, so
Yeah.
the rat couldn't have stood on it. But
You know,
it was too cool.
the
Yeah.
rule of cool kind of wins for a lot of situations with me. So like, yes, but why?
Yeah.
Like,
I would if it wasn't cool. I would
and
have said
3
something.
damage doesn't necessarily always kill something either, but a double 20 is worth. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
bend those rules just slightly. Like,
That was awesome.
Somebody,
But I'll
somebody
always
said the
bend them in
odds
favor
were
of the
in the
player.
thousands. That's not right, is it? Is it 1 in 400? Chance
Two
to
nat
roll
20s
two
back to
20s on
back?
2 different dice. Yeah. Isn't that how that works? Like,
Yeah,
No.
it would be
20
something
times
like
20?
1 in 400. But in
I
reality, it
stuck at
feels like
statistics, so I
worse than
don't-
that. Technically, yeah, the odds are 1 in 400.
yeah, 1 in
but-
400, but still,
But it feels
way
like
larger
it feels
than that.
like way more than that because, yeah. It doesn't happen 1 every 400 rolls ever.
No, it
It's
doesn't.
more like 1 every 1,000 rolls.
But still, it's a feat in and of itself.
What'd I miss?
Just shitting about the
Not
battle.
much.
Is everybody back? Except for we're still down.
I don't think
Moth.
Colts is back yet,
Oh, Colts.
or no moth.
That's fair.
So we don't the fire.
Mhm.
All we know we don't. Do we suspect team that the fire is the drakes, or is the fire something else that we're gonna go check out?
In the bay or in the mountain?
I guess I thought it was just off the bay. The fire is that not? The fire's like all the way up the mountain.
Well, there's
so-
The drakes are on the shore, right?
So, from what you know, the drakes are probably on the shore. What I was describing was you see about 4 peaks off inward, like inland. You see the top of a volcano kind of smoldering.
Oh.
And the black flame coming from the sky, or black smoke rising up into the sky. Like 4 peaks to the south of you, and they're pretty decently distance away, but you do see what appears to be an active volcano in the distance. Or
Oh,
a startlingly active volcano in the distance.
Is that
that's
normal?
probably linked to the bay.
Currently, Adana has started a driftwood campfire for you all, which you're cooking.
Sweet.
See things up on. Sushi time.
Sushi time.
Yes.
Um,
And short
for
rest for
the
anyone that needs
sake
it.
and purposes, are you doing a short rest or
Yeah.
a long rest?
It sounded like we were moving on
Yeah, I
based on
think-
the fact that people are loading things onto slide.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do a short rest, right?
Well,
Yeah,
you're more than welcome
sure.
to. So you begin to campfire, cook up some of the things, and right about the time, an hour or so has passed roughly. Loading things up onto the sled, cooking onto the campfire. Does anybody want to do anything else right now? Before we start doing the actual, like, within the hour of the long rest, it's not too taxing.
Nope, just Warren's just gonna be stacking up the scrap. He's
We're
talking
gonna
to
roll some hit die. But other than that,
Absolutely.
he'll just be talking to Magnu about how much he spent to craft armor, and that this is gonna be great to just have spare material and yada 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 about crafting things.
God, we need bags of holding. We need 1 bag of holding of just scrap metal.
It's more for the script pile.
Yeah.
It's funny.
There's just a pockets mention and a bag of holding that is just scrap metal.
I will say you all get a chance to roll hit dice.
There we go.
if you would like.
9. That's what. Yeah.
And for all the healing, Warren does not need to.
Oh, well, isn't that fancy?
It's friggin' fancy. From
And that-
from 4 hit points back up. to
You notice
35.
throughout the hour of your resting that both bear crabs have kind of like pulled up onto this rock and are just like talking to each other. It's like in
Yeah,
bear
they
crabs.
want the scraps when we're gone.
But they are keeping their distance across the water and 20 feet from the shoreline from you. Cool. So you all rest. You get your short rest. You roll your hit dice if you need hit dice. You do your things. And everybody levels up.
yeah.
Holy
That's why I wanted
shit.
us to sit in the short rest, because I wanted this.
I wanted this.
Yeah, man.
You know me too well, man. No.
Yes. And we've been sat on level 4 for so long.
It feels
You
like
didn't do
It
anything.
feels like it, but we
Yeah,
haven't
we
been
haven't
doing
done
anything.
It's been a
Well,
week.
I
It's
know.
been in game time 5 days. What are you talking
I
about?
know,
We're at
but
level
it
4
feels
for
like
so
forever.
long. Yeah, well, you know.
I still feel weak as
Yay.
shit.
I get extra attack.
Hell yeah, fighters get
Like-
plussed up.
Yep. Extra attack.
yeah.
Here we go.
We finally
Mm.
are we officially leveling up?
Yes.
Yes, we're officially leveling up. Sorry.
And I have
I was
49
just narrating
health.
if anybody wanted to do anything in the short rest that y'all were taking. You can roll hit dice and do things like that before
yeah,
the
we
level
was-
up, and then you level up.
Yes.
Gathering the shit, eating food, healing. Because it was necessary.
The many necessary things of an adventure game.
And extra
Ah.
attack. Now I gotta take
And
2
extra
attacks.
True.
Haha.
Did you say short rest?
Short
Yes.
rest. And then level up after short rest. So use your level 4 stats for short rest hit dice and then level up.
Almost to 50
Goodness.
health. I was so close.
Oh no. That means we need
49.
stronger monsters.
Oh, please.
I'm kidding, but oh my goodness.
I'm just glad I was able to get Cyrus out of there, because that would have been real bad real fast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Cyrus would be bare food at this point, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh my goodness.
The
I
minute
mean,
I got hit
that was
for
a hell of
20,
a animatic play. Like that was like there was so much visual shit that happened in this fight that was really good. It was just like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it makes a good encounter. It's like, let's not just make it swing and clash and swing and clash and actually do shit with it. I liked it. I thought it was a good encounter. But you all do level up. You can roll your more health.
it's at the automatic.
No, you're
don't we?
doing standard.
Yeah, we're doing standard.
Next.
Let's fix
Or
that.
we are doing fix. That's right.
I don't need to roll any more health.
Gotcha. Fair enough. Then don't roll any more health. I forgot we were doing fix. I thought it was variable. Fix makes sense.
I
Fix
had
makes
to look
sense.
and check.
No, we have.
I know all the characters are set to the right thing. It's just
I was like about ready to roll to roll another hit dice, and I was like,
Do I
no,
need
no.
health? No,
It's
not
fixed.
fixed. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, I'm very impressed. Each one of these scrappers had around 90 health. So,
Man.
the fact that y'all even got them down was pretty impressive.
Thank God for criticals.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Right. Yeah, challenge rating was baked in, assuming y'all would get criticals.
No, wasn't. You're such a liar.
Yeah, no. I think I don't.
I can't just make balanced shit. It's never gonna happen. Like,
It's all
what
good.
do you want?
Yeah.
It's not D&D. Like,
No, I don't.
like
I like this better because it makes me think. Right? Like I was like, I have to
balance
move.
encounters a long time ago. Y'all gotta win fights. Like,
Right. I was like, I have to
Those-
move, and Cyrus is in trouble, so I have to move Cyrus.
mhm. Yeah,
But
no,
those
I'm very
challenge
informed.
ratings don't take into account things like you're probably gonna get multiple people of your party stuck to the fucking thing, unable to do anything but punch it.
Hmm. If I told you the challenge ratings of each of these creatures, you'd be mad. You'd be real mad.
Well, Yeah, we could just
Yeah.
we could just look it up. You know what I'm saying?
You could. I could tell you. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, as hard as they
Shoreline
hit.
scrappers are CR4s.
That's
And
the
Yeah.
R4s.
crabs are CR2s.
Yeah.
They're
That's insane.
F2s.
Yeah.
That's not. That's
So
not
hard.
correct.
Yeah, the
I know.
crabs are not a CR2. That's stupid.
No, I'm aware it's from Time of Beasts, and they rolled really, really high.
And technically, we should be far above CR4s because there are more of us in the party.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, D&D's challenge rating is really bad.
Oh, it's
yeah.
horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I should probably end combat music.
If you feel like it.
I mean, I do.
So what are we doing with the shed? Are we gonna take it back to the cart? Or are we taking it with us?
Warren had planned to just wrap it up tight and stash it and get it on the way back to the cart.
Gotcha.
Whenever we go back to the cart. Or, he'll discuss with whoever's around as they're all licking their wounds if they want to go back to the cart now or just kind of what the group feeling is. We press on to the Drakes. We've still got, what, an hour and a half of daylight?
Something like that.
It's closer on
Or
to 6:30 right now.
I say we get further up off of the
two. So it's
like
closer
off
to
of the
5,
beach to go to camp.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Let's find somewhere up off the beach and make a
Long
decent
rest.
camp.
Yeah, that seems right.
Cool.
All
So
right.
you all gather
Welcome back.
yourselves to. Oh, welcome back.
You
Sorry,
have been back.
I've been back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just meant
Yeah.
I'm excited. I finally get my
Yes.
investment of the Chain Master here.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Cool. So you guys decide to make your way up off the beach a little bit. And Trickfinger just like commenting, whatever. That was fucking ridiculous. What is? God, I need a drink. Does anybody have alcohol? But you all make your way off the shoreline itself and up onto the first layer of this like ridge of this volcano or these mountains that lead up to the volcano. With the sheer cliff kind of below you as a protectional and rock face to the back of you, you can make a decent space camp up here on this ledge. You do so starting up a campfire if you'd like to. You already had kind of like stuff cut up from these crustaceans and things that you had kind of like made meal bits out of, ready to go, so you can eat that if you want over the night. You are all up on the cliff about 20-30 feet above where you all just had this encounter at. As the sun begins to set off in the distance over the bay, illuminating the entire bay to be this like fire orange color that it normally. I mean, you saw it on your way in, same color fire orange, but it's just very like across the whole of the ocean, or the ocean and the bay itself. It just radiates and shimmers. You notice, if you're paying attention, the two bear crabs eventually get off of the rock they're on and swim back over to the scraps and remains that are on the shore. And kind of like pick apart whatever might be left over there. And then you just see them kind of like nestle back together in a group of two near the area where the third one had been cut down at, and just kind of like reform back into their shelled forms and like cap down and reappear looking like rocks. If you hadn't seen them already reset, you'd not know the difference.
I'm back for real this time. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, totally good, man.
In your own time, level up to level 5.
Oh shit. Okay.
But yeah, that's what we just did for the last like couple minutes or so. And everybody who has spells and stuff, obviously pick them when you feel like. We're taking a long rest on the ridge now, as
Okay.
the sun sets below the hills, or below the distance, off behind the sea, and the water goes black with the night, and the moon comes up in the sky, reflecting over the water. You can just see a shimmer of everything. Off in the distance, probably about 1.5 miles away, 2 miles away, roughly, you can just see like a glowing orange something on the shoreline. It almost seems to pulse and radiate. It seems to be like little clumps and patches on the shoreline, almost like torchlights at a distance. Just from what you can see, that's the vibe you get, or the similarity you get. No, but you're all up on the ridge. As the night settles, you can see off in the distance the black smoke cloud that has been rising up. You can now see the tip of what the smoke is coming out of more clearly, and it is just like this bright orangish red coloration, kind of like illuminating the sky in the distance.
Hmm.
Or skyline, I should say, not the actual sky. As that can presumably be the cap of the volcano. And yeah, if you're taking a long rest in the nature in the wild, it would probably be best to set watches.
Mhm.
Who would like to watch first, second, and third? I'll say we split it into threes.
I can watch first.
Or 2 shifts, depending on how much sleep people need. But 8 hours is typically a long rest, so. Who went first? Sorry?
I can go first. Nimloth.
Gotcha. Sorry. And who would like to watch seconds?
I'll take second. Ward.
Cool. And third watch.
I can do it.
Sounds good. All right, so Nimloth, as you kind of get everybody settled and make sure everybody's okay, you keep an eye on the bearmint crabs, which don't seem to move anywhere near closer to you all. You're keeping your peripheral vision out for anything kind of like moving on the rocks or doing anything wild or unsettled. Make a perception check for me for the first watch.
23.
Very nice. As you're watching and you're looking out on the bay itself, you don't notice any creatures or movement or anything untoward. The watch goes by pretty peacefully. The things that you do notice, however, are like the shimmering lights that I mentioned off in the distance, that kind of like glow and fade, almost like at a distance of 2 miles. It looks like it might be torchlight, might be some other light source, not sure. You notice as you're looking out over the bay, there's just like probably about 6-7 miles off, and if it wasn't just a clear night, you wouldn't have been able to see this. On the top of the water, about 6 miles out or so, you just see this semi-pulsing orange glow. And it kind of fades and recedes. And it takes you a minute to pick it back up again, but you notice it again about 10 minutes later or so. And based on the water, the wave, distance of vision, you're not sure of anything about what that is, but something is glowing in the center of the bay.
Is it moving towards us, or can I tell if it's moving towards us?
You can't really tell if it's moving. Like I said, it's at least about 6 miles out or so. If it wasn't like perfectly clear sky, you wouldn't be able to even see that it was glowing.
Interesting. Okay.
But in your 4-hour watch, it doesn't seem to make any attempt to close the gap if it's something sentient.
Okay. Cool.
But the rest of your watch goes by pretty uneventfully. As you go to kind of wake up Warren for the next part of their watch and to get your good night's rest. Do you say anything to Warren?
Yeah. So as I wake Warren and kind of get him all set up, I warn him of that glowing light that I saw out in the bay.
I nod.
Just
And
tell him to keep an eye on it.
I nod and post up.
Absolutely. If you will also make me a perception check. Are you in armor or out of armor?
In armor.
Gotcha.
Easy enough to get in and out of it.
Right, of course. Make a perception check for me.
All right. Can I have Pickles help me with that?
Sure. Keeping vigilant watch.
Sweet.
Pickles just kind of like floating around the camp. You just hear this little doot, 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 as it like floats up and down every once in a while. Cool. You get kind of infatuated with just like Tickle's sound and like the cuteness of him like bobbing around the camp as like a little sentry. You see the light that Nimloth mentioned, and you kind of lose track of it. And it's, what it is. You see the lights down on the beach; they're still glowing, still radiating. And then towards about 2.5-3 hours into your night watch, you just see the orange kind of like appear in the center of the bay once again. And then just kind of like dissipate one more time. Wouldn't see that. Okay, cool. All right. And that is the end of your watch. As the 4 hours come to a close, you go to wake Cyrus for the third.
Let me roll real quick because I think I'm about to have a power issue here. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna use Augie to help as
Yep.
well.
Go for it.
17 for an 18.
Nice. 18. Your watch
I'm sorry,
goes
17. Just 17.
as the trade-off kind of happens. Things get mentioned once again, and as you roll the 17, as you kind of like take vigilant watch, you with Augie being much more perceptive and kind of like doing like a flying loop around. Um, Seemingly peaceful. You see the light emerge a couple of times in the center of the bay. The lights up down on the shore still don't go out even as the sun rises. You can just see them like not illuminating to you anymore because the sun's light is stronger than the light of those things, but they still seem to be lit or active or whatever. As the sun kind of crests over the bay itself and shimmers across the bay, you lose sight of the orange thing in the bright red and pinks of the sun actually like shining across the bay. And Augie would notice. No, maybe not. If you were looking through Augie's eyes at any point in time, you would see that up on the rock face itself, the mountain that kind of goes up above you, you see a number of like holes in the side of the rock, probably about 50, 60 feet up. What appear to be tiny like little bits of caves and caverns and things like that. But
Anything
watch,
moving in that area?
not that you can tell. But your watch goes by pretty smoothly as the rest of the party begins to arouse the sunlight, the break of day, and the chittering of Augie. You all awake on the side of the northernmost Star Spire Mountain, staring down the cliff face at the two bearmint crabs that have started moving around down there, kind of like sifting through the sand, searching for remnants and bits and things like that. You all had your long rest?
Sweet.
And that is where we're going to end the session today because we got 6 minutes left, and it's a good place to end. We will pick up with the continuing adventure next time.
Nice.
Cool. Sorry for my chaotic morning
It happens.
or afternoon.
Don't sweat it. Do not sweat it at all. We're all here on borrowed time, and we're all kind of doing things that we can with what we can. So the fact that we can still get 6 people together to sit at a table is impressive as shit.
Just a reminder, I will be next week is my work week, so I will be late.
Gotcha. That's completely fair. But yes, important notes. You all do level up to level 5. You do not get the Hero's Feast benefit from the long rest this time because you aren't eating in the tavern, so your health are back to normal full. At Thana, you picked up at least 1 dagger, maybe 2, depending on how much. I mean, there's many things here and stuff. But you definitely picked up any basic metallic weapons that you might need. It seems to have a flurry of almost everything on it. I think that's it. So,
Sweet.
how's everybody feeling?